see here. Okay, what's up YouTube and TikTok? Let's see. Okay, we're live. And we are working on a different concept today. We're actually going to look at how to analyze the Websocket data in a different way than we've been using it. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. We're gonna get a new project in here. What's going on, guys? Got a couple people in here. And yeah, okay. I don't know if you guys heard that, but we're gonna work on a new data analysis concept. Almost like extracting the edge so that we have some sort of idea what math to go off of. So it's a little bit of a newer concept. I don't even know if it's gonna work. But yeah, we're gonna try this out. I already have like the code kind of made up already, but we will do, we'll call it some data. Yeah, that's no there. Cool. So we'll make a new Python project here. We'll get up our ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini, Claude. We'll get Quant. Should be good. And yeah, let's keep this moving here. So the code is right here. The code that we're gonna try running. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to translate this so that I can let everyone know what exactly I'm doing. But yeah, if any of y'all have any questions, let me know. This Python script is designed to connect to Hyperliquid's exchange and collect real-time market data. That is like the most broadest sense of what this is going to do. What do you think the overall idea is? All right, let's get this Python environment going here. Make sure my mouse can move. What's going on, everyone? Y'all, a lot of you are joining for sure. Okay. So the overall, oh, no wonder. Haha. Thanks for likes. So do you have AI create the Python code? Of course, dude. I'm using my tool. Basically, the whole thing that I do is I know exactly how to use my tool. And if I needed to learn the code, I would have supplemented that. But for right now, the tool is absolutely incredible. I have a Discord. Yeah, we have a Discord for sure. Interested in seeing how you structure, organize a new project. Yeah, of course, dude. It's pretty simple. I just click a couple buttons here to get the virtual environment going here. And then I'll just pip install everything again. Yep. So we're using AI for everything. You really don't need to code because AI is that good. I just know how to get really good code from AI, I guess. People struggle with that somehow. In quant trading, yes. Well, no, it's not. The quant, the Discord's for everyone, guys. Like new people, beginners, just gather. We're just trying to gather all the quant dev and people. So you don't need to be in the space. How do I learn Python fast? You don't even need to learn Python. You can literally get Python. I literally did this at work, dude. This is a sophisticated data analysis script. I was doing this at work. And we'll see if it runs, but I coded this at work. So, if that helps you. I know a lot of people want to structure it. You have to literally think like, do you want to code for yourself and do cool things for yourself, or do you want to code for a corporation? Then it's going to be totally different. You need to learn like leak code and then like go to college, probably. But we're doing it for entrepreneurial, okay? So now that we have that, we'll just, I don't know, run.py. We'll see how we want to create this here. But yeah, this is 1,100 lines of code I did at work. And it's like a very sophisticated data analysis. It's designed to extract the edge from the WebSocket data. So we're trying something new here. I don't necessarily know if this will work. What's in your memories instructions? Have you tinkered with them? I get rid of memories. Get rid of the memories. Memories will throw it off. I get rid of memories completely. And I do not use custom instructions, but I will do like context engineering stuff. So yeah, trade on. Get rid of memories. That will throw it off for sure. I've immediately get rid of memories. I tried it for a second, but then it was like remembering things from other coding projects and will just throw you completely off. It will think about something. It just corrupts your data. What's your I had an interview today and I was asked about what's indexing in SQL. Oh, SQL is just like some basic database stuff, my man. Unfortunately, I avoid SQL. I use Parquet files, so we were doing a little bit different, but very similar in the fact that I'm gonna be creating a database here and analyzing it. But indexing in SQL, that's more web dev, I feel like. I would never use SQL to backtest or literally anything that I could think of in quant dev. Besides, I don't see anyone using it. But yeah, it's still cool. Where do you work? I work in the Air Force. Where did you learn this? By myself, with AI. I've been vibe coding since 2022, so a couple years. Yep, all self-taught here. All right, let's keep pushing, guys. Let's make sure we don't get too distracted, but keep the questions coming. It's all good. I need my terminal. What's the best program to start with? Just start with Python, and then start trying to make Aries. I highly suggest you just connect to some WebSocket data, which is publicly available. Crypto exchanges offer that all over the place. Start practicing analyzing data, seeing what you can do with that data. Start making trading algos. It's really interesting. You learn so much. Yeah. We'll do some pip install. And we should have, yeah. What's the best program or coding program language? I'm not sure. I might have answered that wrong, but okay. You're jumping the gun before API implementation. You use strategy implementation. This is, yes, sir. You ready? You just came in. So what we're doing is we're not implementing a coding strategy here. This is completely different from what we were doing before. This is actually a data analysis script designed to extract the edge from the WebSocket data. So we're actually looking to see what math to use later on, if that made sense. It's just, we're trying to extract the edge from the data that we're getting. So it's completely different than a trading algorithm. So it's a newer concept. I think I've tried this before, but can you break down the trading strategy for a good bot? It's, I have a post on here. We can look at, hold on. I have like a breakdown, like almost like I had an AI generate this picture here. No, that's me. What edge can you extract? That's exactly, what edge can you extract from data unless you're talking about price? So we're gonna look at the WebSocket data. We're solely focused on order book and tick level data, and there's quite a bit of edge you can extract from that. We'll see if it runs, but the guy wants me to. Well, if you go to my TikTok post, there's a, here. I posted a picture on my, here. It's gonna probably blast music, but here, so this, if you want to get like a breakdown of what's going on, there's going to be, this is like my last post. So you got market data ingestion, you got signal processing, you got decision layer, and you got risk and position sizing, execution, and stake. So this actually describes a legitimate algorithm, and then you could read about it in the, I have like a whole thing about it to read about, right? So this is legit. This will get you started. Like if you can understand this, it's basically everything is kind of revolving around that. This is a pretty sophisticated microstructure thing. So it's out there for y'all. Right, okay, yes, that's a better explanation if you say edge and prob. Yeah, when I say edge, it's just like math that's gonna predict the price. I don't know. Does that make sense? We're using quant dev terms, so when you say edge or alpha or something like that, it's just math that's good at predicting the price. So we're trying to see what math we can use to predict a price. So we're trying to like reverse engineer the data, almost. Is this the search engine? Is it open source? Can anyone fork? Right now, this is just a brand new code script that we're just analyzing. I could post this on GitHub if you want. You can follow my GitHub. But we literally just started this new Python project. Do you have a LinkedIn? Yeah, of course, man. I do have a LinkedIn. Yeah, we're LinkedIn. I can give you my LinkedIn. Oh, no, it's not the search engine Quant. I'm sorry. This is Quant, like as in quantitative finance stuff, like trading algorithms, data analysis. If that makes sense. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, if you're into coding and stuff, like, and you want to learn how to do some quant dev stuff, this is fairly sophisticated. So we're going to just collect data, and then I would suggest looking into true. Yeah, I know about true average rain, ATR. I'm using PyTorch to write an app. Well, I would use PyTorch to design custom neural networks and AI. I would not use it to make an app, per se. Do you have any recommendations for someone who's trying to get into quant trading? Just do exactly what I'm doing. Just follow my stuff. Like that's exactly what we're doing. Like that's literally just, I record all my live streams. So just start prompting AI to do what you want. If you want the trading algorithm, tell AI, and you can, that's in the app, bro. It's part of the app framework. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've done some PyTorch stuff. We're definitely going to use some PyTorch to write custom AI trading algorithm stuff. What firm do I work at? The quantdev.ai firm. Have you worked in Python notebooks? No, I don't use notebooks. I know like Jupyter notebooks. Is that what you're saying, like Jupyter? Or like TensorBoard or something. I like to keep everything like kind of terminal based because my workflow revolves around me getting a lot of terminal data into the AI. So, all right, let's see if this runs, guys. Let's see if I did this well. Let's see if we did it. LARP. Like NumPy. Oh yeah, we're using NumPy and Pandas here. Okay, I didn't. That's weird. That didn't tell me that I don't have it. What kind of API do you use to make the transactions? We're using here. We're using Hyperliquid.xyz. That's where all of our stuff is coming from. All of our data is Hyperliquid XYZ. So right now, what's your LinkedIn again? Sorry, I got it, dude. That's the link to my LinkedIn. It's just my name, Dylan G. Siegel. Have you gotten a quant internship yet? No. I'm not trying to get a quant internship. I'm doing this on my own. It says nothing to do with corporate America. This is about, does it work with crypto? Yeah. So anything that I'm doing here, I'm looking at the order book and tick level data. So every asset in the world has an order book and tick level data. So I exclusively am just trying to extract the edge from these two things. So it works on anything. Options, right? Like even options, like those contracts have order book and tick level data. Obviously that's a little bit different if you were doing an option strategy, but like stocks, futures, all work off that. Where did you study? And what did you study? Well, I didn't study this in university, that's for sure. I went to University of Iowa a long time ago. The order book data is public API. Exactly. Yeah, there's a WebSocket. If y'all want the WebSocket, I mean, you could look it up, but I don't know where it is in here. Either way, there's a public WebSocket data. Binance has a public WebSocket data. That's why I use crypto, because everyone can get free L2 data. Like very, very good data to work with. Like that's all you really need. So you can get all the data from public. All right, let's see if this is gonna run. Okay. So look, we're NANJ. No. Well, we do not do N8N agents, unfortunately. What kind of percent return do you see on your portfolio managed by algos? Yep, we're working up to that. We'll share all that data later, but we don't have anything running right now. We're in the research phase. This is I'm trying to build out my internal tools so that I can have a bunch of algos in the pipeline. Yes, today, Arturo, we're working on a data analysis. We're trying to extract the edge from the WebSocket data. So we're doing something a little bit different. So this would be like an internal tool to help us guide the AI for what math to use or to see what is going to be profitable. We're extracting the edge, if that makes sense. That's kind of the core concept here. So what I tried is testing a bunch of strategies in real time and switch to whatever one is performing. Yeah, I mean, that's valid too, but this is gonna give us a little bit of, can you hack in a NASA? No. Yeah, Austin, that's more or less, that's like spray and pray type thing. Just have a bunch of algos working, and then we're gonna do a little bit more sophistication with our data analysis to guide them. How do you know Lua? I want to learn that start out, but I have no idea what the best way to learn is. Man, AI, dude, AI. That's all you need to do is start talking AI about it. My portfolio is doing nothing right now. We haven't launched a strategy live. We're just in the research phase, guys. I'm showing everyone how you would go from 0 to something. So I've been like kind of documenting that sort of journey. So we don't have any strategies live yet. We have promising results in the GitHub. Like we ran an algo that was doing well, but okay, so this is working. So I got another thing here, so that's good. Yeah, what's up, Dylan? I started a company 2 weeks ago. Hell yeah, there you go. Yes, dude, trading algos. People are highly interested in it. But you need to like show a lot of, ever try Superbase? No, I haven't tried Superbase. Yeah, this is at max. Like we're trying to take it to like, as a retail trader, I'm trying to take the level of sophistication to the max. Like we're trying to do the best of the best things here. You think you can break into Quant? No. Unfortunately, this has nothing to do with corporate America. If y'all want to work for a corporation, this is not what you would need to do. I'm acting like my own quant hedge fund thing, like designing algorithms. The data comes from Hyperliquid XYZ. They have a public WebSocket data. Yeah, we'll do ML after I do this, okay? We'll do ML. We're gonna do some PyTorch stuff for sure. I thought I was gonna do that today, but I actually kind of thought this would be better. Because this data that we get from here will actually guide the ML that we can create. So this is gonna be the guiding sort of internal tool. Polygon? No, use free crypto data. You can get free historical data from their AWS thing. We're quant dev. My man, very nice. I'm not a corporate quant. I'm entrepreneur quant. Okay, we'll check it out. Thanks. Yeah, man. Yeah, we're doing things that a normal quant would never do, okay? Unless it's like a quant who is specifically designing everything for the company. You get put into a little section at the company. You don't actually do all this stuff. So we're doing the research. I'm not actually too sure if this is. So we're still warming up. Let's see if there's anything wrong with this script here. Any demo we can see? We designed something yesterday I could show you guys. I think it was here. Yeah, this was getting a lot of attention yesterday because it has the yeah, here's the live demo. I got you. Here, this is the, well, this was looking different before, but not what I was thinking about. I have so many projects. I forgot what we were doing yesterday. Hold on, let me close out that. Was that it? I feel like that was it, but looks different. Well, either way. Where is that? No, okay. Well, this is running live. Like, I'm running something right now. I'm running a data collection thing. What backtest? No, I will create my own custom backtest with my data. I'm not using any third party. I'll use a custom backtest script. Backtesting is literally just like data analysis on the data you have. If you're using a third party, you're going to be limited in what you could really do. Okay, what implies how to confirm? Okay, here we go. Oh, look at that, guys. It worked. Unfortunately, I cannot read that. That's an issue. Open anyways. Oof. Okay, we need to. Do you remember like life before coding without AI? It was probably very slow and horrible. No, I never did it. I grew up only with the AI coding. Okay. Anything for TradingView? No, nothing for TradingView. We don't use PineScript. Or Tula, we don't think about those days, okay? Those days were depressing and slow, and now we can get so much done. Okay, for some reason, AI thinks I can frickin' use an MPZ. Okay. The data is .xz. I've never actually seen these before, so I have no idea. And .npz. I know nj. Yeah, I know this one. I think they're using a compressed form of something, which I guess .json.xz. Maybe there is a way to. It's opened using tar. Oh, okay. Hey, that's good, man. Is there an extension for that? I'm literally just trying to copy paste it. Tar. Tarantula. JSON.xz. It's a Linux command. Oh. No. We're on Windows here, my man. Unfortunately. Okay, I'll fix the script. It's not a big deal. So, .npz. Yeah, I could SS. Yeah, we're not dealing with my server blade right now. Okay, you're talking about my server blade stuff. Not SSHing into that thing right now. Just to open this. This is not the workflow that we need. We need. So, obviously, it thinks that we need this sort of compressed file because it's kind of like a database gathering. Okay, I'm halfway through in my. Okay. And AI improvement. Yeah, 10x. I think you could probably go 100x, dude, if you use it even more. You could probably go full 1000x with AI. That's, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point. Coders should be just learning to use their tools to the maximum extent, and this is what you do. Um, Windows. Okay, TD Python helper. No, even teacher yeah, exactly. The teacher is deprecated as well. Like you just need to use GPT-5 as the teacher because it will. I'm really forward to trying this hyper. Yeah, yeah. Alpaca is limited though too. So crypto is going to be the most freeing when it comes to using software for because you literally could hit Hyperliquid with API and they have free WebSocket data and you could use leverage. Yeah, well, it's limited if you don't want to pay for the data. This is like the budget quant, sort of like the best place to be at is Hyperliquid. Okta. Okta as in like the the authorization. I'm back, says Hyperliquid just for crypto. Yes, Hyperliquid is just for crypto. You will run into paywalls for good data in the traditional land. Would you be willing to define quant? I'm like 5. I'm 5. It's just using software to trade stocks. There you go. You're 5. All right. I need upload full code file. Was it? Okay. Upload full code file. A JSON. So I didn't actually have any of my little context engineering stuff here. So what kind of daily ROI are you projecting? Honestly, I couldn't tell you because that's stuff you just need to run something live to understand. Can this actually be feasible? I feel like you would need a lot of data to train. So you get a whole bunch of data from the WebSocket. Like we already have 3 packets here. I just literally can't open it. Like we're collecting the data that I want, but I'm having trouble opening a .npz file. I just want like a JSON file or something that I could easily open. So this is working. So in theory, the data in here could be the stuff that I need. You got Discord, bro? Yeah, of course. We do have the Discord. We're grinding hard. There's a bunch of quants in there, a bunch of aspiring quant devs as well. What's your P&L in Sharp? I don't have that yet, sir. We will share that publicly when we have it. I don't have anything running live right now, unfortunately. It's just a picked array. I know, but how do I open it, Sean? Tell me. How do I open? Okay, I got it. How to open .npz on VS Code. It's kind of what we need. What LLM are we using? We're using GPT-5, we'll use Grok, we'll use Gemini, we'll use Cloud. Bro, I'm funded 100K. Can you tell me how this process of creating? So yeah, you have to go back and watch all my stuff. Like I record all my lives. But at the end of the day, we're just using AI to create the code and we're just doing a bunch of research running code. You can go into the Discord and we can answer your questions later about like going from 0 to 100. NumPy load. Would I need a little script to do it? Okay, I could write up a little script here. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I could just pull out a script here. You're right. When you're not making more quant coins, when they're gone, they're gone. Yep. Okay, I'll make a little script here to pull the data. But for some reason I don't have my context grabber.go. I need that thing. We need system specs here too. Okay. So we will make a little script to pull. Unfortunately, this is not going to pull that. Well, whatever. I need a script to run to convert, what is it, .mpz to, is it to JSON? Or whatever that data structure is. So I can read it. The files are in out. Okay, we'll get a little script here. I was just gonna fully redo the whole code because we could do that. But if this is working, then we'll just we'll have a workaround. It's just a serialized array, okay. So it can be output as JSON. We'll find out. We'll find out, Sean. We'll see what this data looks like in there. No one has any idea what this data looks like. All right. We'll go to new terminal here. 1.py. No, fail. Complete fail. Hold on. Just because my thing doesn't frickin' doesn't pick up these file names. Arrays not to JSON, but you can convert it. Yeah, it's okay. We'll do probably just whatever it comes out as. Or I'm talking to Gemini. That's probably my biggest issue here. We need to go to ChatGPT and get this little script. The NPZ into we'll see what we get here. Yeah, I've never worked with this. I don't know. I mean, obviously, this is probably the most compressed form of this data. Have you looked into Hugging Face? Yeah, I've been on Hugging Face. I have an account there, or trained LLMs. I've trained custom AI stuff before, but nothing like giant neural networks, but just custom. I've done like meta reinforcement learning, echo state network, liquid neural network. I've done a whole bunch of different ones, like custom CUDA kernel. I've been through a wide array of AI things, and we're going to go back to that. But we need to. Have you looked in? So what you're going to have? I've looked into that. So the liquid neural network, that liquid neural network one, liquid AI. Where do I work? I work here. I work in the Air Force, unfortunately. So, I'm not a quant. I'm not a professional quant at Jane Street. Just a biomedical equipment technician in the Air Force here doing quant stuff. But yeah, what was I saying about that? Could possibly find, yeah, fine tuning a transformer model or one of these open source things. I'm definitely gonna look into that. That's potentially, it's potentially good, but at the same time, we might need some more fluid intelligence when it comes to training algorithms because it needs to adapt. But there is a training pipeline for those types of transformer style training where you like collect data at the end of the day and do a training run before the next day. Are you paid to work in tech? No. No. Air Force pays me to do BMET work, which is just working on medical equipment. But I'm getting out. So I'm trying to do this entrepreneurially. JSON dumps, NumPy, LFL. Okay, is that the thing? We're gonna, what is quant dev? We just use software to trade stocks. We have it here. We have the code right here. I just was talking. Well, I hate how they do this tool use thing. Like I have to freaking download this thing. What's going on? What are we doing here? What is this? What is this? Do you recommend the Air Force? I do not. Do not. No, I'm just kidding. It's not so bad. It's just it's not for me. If you're like have nothing going on, then it can get you started in life for sure. What software to trade stocks? Wait, you use software to trade stocks? I was trying to explain. Oh, look at that. All right, here we go, guys. This is I see some nans. So this is the data we collected. It should mean something to the AI, but oh, okay. I see. It's almost like a CSV. How much compute you got? I got a 5070 Ti with a AMD thing, CPU. AMD, yeah, Ryzen 9 7900X 12 core. How many members in the Discord? We got like almost 100 in there, I feel like. Yes, we're just vibe coding, dude. What AI? GPT-5? Appreciate it, yeah. I got the cut. Open source? You can steal the code at any time, right? No, it's I'll post code on my GitHub, but this is not on. I just started working on this project like literally 36 minutes ago. So it's open source because the code's right here. You could all steal it, but well, I'll give it to you. Join the Discord. I don't think vibe coding is a good way to break into quant dev. That's not what we're doing here, dude. Completely different. We're not trying to break into corporate America, okay? You have it twisted. You have it twisted, dude. Who wants to go quant dev for Jane Street? So how correct are your tips on trading? How correct are your tips on trading stocks? I don't have any tips. We're researching. We're constantly researching. Quant dev stuff is just constantly researching. Okay. Let's see here. You could be onto something huge. How can you use HTML to hack Facebook? You could ask AI that. I don't do some PE quant stuff. What's PE? We're doing what I want to do, okay? Lucian, we're doing data analysis on this Websocket data so I can find the edge in Hypecoin, all right? This is the whole point. And for what we just figured out is that there's something wrong with the code. So we're gonna have to redo this, okay? Private equity, oh, okay. I know, yeah, but you don't quant private equity, dude. You can, but it's like, there's no order book or WebSocket data that can PE. Do you have a math stats background? No, I don't. I just know how to use AI, dude. What are you doing? Like, are you not using AI to do math? Like, you're not using your calculator. Okay, so this specifically was just one file. This is an issue. Okay, but it was the last file, and this is just the last 20 rows of that file. You can, yeah, but you can also just drag and drop some financial statements into ChatGPT right now and do the same thing. You don't really need Python to do it. I mean, ChatGPT 5 could use Python to do that already. Yep. You can already do that stuff with the chat interface. Like pretty sophisticated stuff. Like if you drop in some, whatever, financial statements, that's like the most basic. This is a little more advanced, but we need to figure out why. Okay, what I need to do is this. Okay. I want a CSV file and a JSON summary. Press versions of something can't use and fix code. Let's talk about the workflow. Okay, this should, let's give it this. All right, in computer science or math, you won't get very far or do anything innovative. Are you talking about in a corporate sense, or are you talking about right here on my computer? Because I'm doing very advanced things and I'm making progress every single day. So I think you are confusing. Oh, you're machine. I'm doing machine learning too. Like I do things for my own. Like I do things for myself. I'm not doing things for a corporation. You understand? How long have you been doing this? I've been doing this for a couple of years. CJP. If you're, I mean, that's dope that you're a machine learning engineer. But at the same time, what I'm saying is true, man. You're not using AI to its fullest extent in the corporation. Are you going to create new features based on the features you already have to train those models? So this script is designed to extract the edge. So it's going to guide us in what math we can use to predict that certain asset we analyzed. What's your best starting? My man, just use AI. GPT-5, start talking to GPT-5 about it. That's the best way to learn anything in the world. You can learn anything. You could learn to learn anything with AI. Do you use any deep learning models? I use PyTorch. Is that? We do AI stuff, but we don't. I developed Python. When are you going to feature engineer? We are doing feature engineering here. When you're saying feature engineering, we have VPIN, we have OFI, we're doing feature engineering on this data, but then we're running specific other math to see where the edge is. So technically we're taking L2 data and feature engineering it, and then looking at that further. I think that LMs have made me realize I have profound the dunning. Well, you've either unlocked, if you created ChatGPT 5, then bravo, but I don't think you did that. Unless you work at OpenAI. But my man, you've unleashed it then, Doug. You did it. You unleashed the AI. It was all you, CJP. Your ego is huge. Gronk sucks? Okay. Well, obviously Transformers is the best one right now. I think Transformers, I believe, has some RNNs in there, right? Yeah. Let's keep focusing here. Unfortunately, this was not the right I'm playing. You can use an options trading algorithm. Yeah, 100%. We will move into options. We will move into the traditional space. We're just starting with crypto because it's like the best data. Anyone can get the data. It's free to use. So we're building out our internal tools to analyze financial data so that we can have a algorithmic design sort of system here. So we can know where to go, and yeah. Thanks for I don't remember when you send those gifts, but that's dope. All right, got you. Thanks. Token aware summary. Yes, that's what we need. Okay, exactly. That's what we need. What do you have a GitHub? Yes, I do have a GitHub. And there's some code on there that we worked on before. There is like a full trading algorithm on here, so it's not like you would have to extract the math from it, but yeah, this is my GitHub. You could go grab that code. 30s and s12.py is what you want to look at if you're into that sort of thing. Okay, great. I'll put the Flowcode valid data collector normal C32, Flowcode file on chat. Okay. How to learn AI for beginners? I want you to get into coding. Yeah, dude, just start talking to ChatGPT 5 about PyTorch. That's what the industry standard is, PyTorch right now. So figure out how to do PyTorch. You create your VNV before starting? Yeah, of course. Oh, you're talking about like how to set up? Yeah, exactly. So when you make a new folder and then I will just like make a virtual environment, exactly. So you see right here, you have to, in order to run Python code, to have that virtual environment. That's 101 basics, but that's pretty simple to get running up and running. Outputs. All right, well, we're getting a bunch of different data. Yep, we're gonna get this going. We're gonna analyze the WebSocket data, and we're gonna see what kind of math we should use to trade. It's kind of the whole point, right? We need to figure out, we just need some guiding force, right? Like we wanna look at how the asset is trading and kind of, why don't you drop a meme coin? How about this? We'll design a fully custom blockchain and then launch a meme coin on it. Does that sound good, Hart? But we'll need some people to run the blockchain on their computers. We're dropping the meme coin. We're going pump fun. What have we been doing here? Quant deving is stupid. Pump fun's better. No. We will make a trading algorithm that looks at the blockchain and will identify things like meme coins that are pumping and all sorts of stuff like that. I know. I believe it, dude. Pump fun's where all the action's at. I know for a fact. Is it Solana? The Solana pump fund particularly? I know it's like different blockchains, but it's like Solana specifically on pump fund blockchain meme coin is where it's at. I know. All right, I don't trust that this was the good one. This is good enough, but we will see. Yeah, if you drop a buy, yeah, Solana's best one. Yeah, exactly, Solana. I've looked into it, dude. Don't worry, I know about it, but we just need to work we just need to get this running. This is not working. Solana. I see Quant as a pretty lucrative title on the LinkedIn. Are you? No, dude. I'm like the worst person to be like connections on with LinkedIn. Not gonna lie. I do things. I'm just doing things on my own here. Okay. I'm just like documenting like entrepreneurial quant dev stuff. Okay. No corporate. LinkedIn is like the ultimate corporate. I work in the Air Force. That's my corporate thing. No. What else did you study to be a quant, or did you start? I just kind of like looked at charts since 2017, but then AI kind of just unleashed everyone to be able to code. So leave the quant dev alone. It's just a chill dev. No, it's okay, guys. Do you say yes? I am an airman in the Air Force, but I'm getting out in December, so I'm a quant Air Force dev. You study to be quant? No. You guys don't understand that AI has given everyone the ability to be a quant and to do anything sophisticated. You could design a new drug. You can go do science. Like, you just gotta know what to do with AI and how to get the data from it, right? Y'all might be brainwashed by media thinking, oh, AI gives back code. It's not safe. It's blah, blah, blah. It's not true. Not true. It's true to a sense, but if you just try and one-shot things, then yeah, that'll be absolutely true. But yeah, did I study to be a quant? I am studying to be a quant right now. We're studying to be a great quant. What type of language do you recommend trying someone to when working with AI? I'm new. Well, it depends on what you're doing, right? If you're trying to make like something on the web, then use JavaScript. If you're trying to do data analysis, which a lot of quant stuff is, Python. If you're trying to do high frequency trading, do Rust. AI code is only a problem if you don't know how to code. Yeah, exactly. Like if you don't know what's going on and you're like trying to like copy paste code and you like see this and you're like, what do I do? It's not working. Then hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Drago? We're doing something new, Drago. We're trying to do, we're trying a new thing. Like we're trying to extract the edge from the WebSocket data. AI doesn't do well in big projects. Exactly. That's why corporations really can't use it right now, which is perfect because they have tons of code, which is great. What things primary language C require C? Like hardware engineering? I don't know. Pandas, yeah, pandas and NumPy for sure. Scikit, you can probably avoid Scikit, but it's good. It's good. Scikit's good. It's got some decent stuff on there. Okay, the script was in Hyperliquid. Okay. So we don't need these two files anymore. Where do you get your data? We get it from Hyperliquid. So we're right now this file that we're getting right here is going to pull from hyperliquid.xyz, the hype coin here. Yep. See. So we're gonna analyze this asset here. We're gonna try extracting the edge. How do we nail every single one of these little things, right? We're just trying to see what math would do best for like trading this. Yeah, these are nice moves. This little chop right here there's plenty of alpha in this chop. We're gonna extract the math that can see this. So that's kind of the plan. Join. Just drop the PF already, bro. Just mortgage the house. Oh, gee. Okay, right. All right, we're going to Pump Fund. Forget this. I hate coding. We're done here. You think Kaggle? Yeah, Kaggle. You can find some good Kaggle, but I find that Kaggle is some of the data is just like outdated. And it's not like it's just like K-line data. It's not the data that I need to use. I need order book, and the data I'm using is like gigabytes and gigabytes and gigabytes. Like 2 months of the data that I need is like 30 gigabytes. Do you condition your trades on news? No. Sentiment, I do not do anything with sentiment. Sentiment can be read from what I'm looking at. I'm going to use AI to build a RPM SharePoint site for my company. Oh, cool, dude. That's what's up. Why do you not use Yahoo Finance is not giving me the data I need. We're looking at two different data. Okay. I need what's it called? L2 or you call it L3 data. I need L2 or L3 data. What kind of? What? Huh? What kind of data? It's order book data, right? So when I say order book, oh, this is sentiment is using news stories. Yes. And when you're looking at news and sentiment and all that stuff, that's macro picture, right? And those algos are already doing that, and you can't react that quick than those other sentiment algos. I understand that you see the news happens and the thing moves. You'll be able to see those moves within this data. So you can have an algorithm specifically looking for sentiment news spikes. Yeah. I've been doing this for a little bit. Like, I know the cheapest route to get the best data. You can download data from AWS from this exchange to Backtest. And this allows me to do leverage trading. Is there a better programming AI than ChatGPT? For right now, ChatGPT 5 is the best one for giving me code. That's just how it goes right now. Yep, ChatGPT 5 is the best one. That's probably the one worth your time to. What kind of algorithm will you be using? That's the thing. We're trying to research what math to use in our algorithms. This whole script is going to look at the edge or extract some. What have you ever looked at sportsbook data? No. Quant, yeah, we have Quant in here. Quant's okay. It's so opinionated, right? Yeah, sure, you think Claude's the best one, right? It's not. Yeah, well, there's a reason why NVIDIA is that. It's everybody wants their thing because it's going to unlock more AI potential. Yeah, Samuel says the upcoming model is already doing complex code. No, I know. Like, there's so much, like, I guess, fake news about it. I'm using it every day, and I'm getting really good results. So I'm just saying from what I've done, this is better than I've ever seen Claude, Google, or Grok ever do. Hell yeah. What's up, dude? Join the Discord if you're new. Yeah, we're just out here quant deving. Can you recommend a wallet? I do Trust Wallet. I use Trust Wallet. You can see it right here. It's that symbol. I think that's like the Binance one or something. Yeah, I feel like that's a solid Trust Wallet, and then. Okay, so it's working. We're collecting data, bro. I mean, maybe for your web dev stuff, sure, but for what I'm doing, not. Hey, what's up? Not there? What's going on, dude? You back? You were getting a little heated last night, dude. You're getting way too heated. It was too heated last night. The chat was, I had to shut it down. We had to shut it down, okay? But we're back. Welcome back. We're doing data analysis here. We're trying to see if we can't extract the edge again. But I see some zeros. We'll let it warm up. Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah. They were after you, dude. They were trying to get you. Okay, let's see if Grok can't help us with this here. Give us some knowledge here, Grok. All right, we'll just spam that there. But yeah, hey, thanks for the gift. I don't know when you send that, but hell yeah. Appreciate everyone out there, dude. We're just trying to quant dev. We're trying to extract the edge from the. We're trying to literally extract the edge. Before coding any math, we want to see what math that the AI could think that it would do best with. He was talking trash. Okay, let's not start talking trash, guys. We're chilling. Is Grok better? No. Okay, so for Grok can go do some like really sort of like, it could come up with novel ideas that GPT-5 wouldn't. But the thing is, that means Grok is better at hallucinating, essentially. How experienced are you with low-level programming? I've done Go, I've done Rust, I've done CUDA kernels. It's okay. I mean, it's okay for certain aspects, right? You'll get good ideas from it, and then I'll go to ChatGPT. Everything gets run back through ChatGPT 5. Like nothing. I don't trust Grok's output, but yeah. Are you talking about, Vince, are you talking about like C or like binary? How low level are we speaking here? Assembly? You mean C? Okay. I've done C++, if that's not low level. It was Interdepartmental Studies Business Track. That was my actual degree. It was like one of those cop-out degrees. I did not study this in college, guys. You will not learn this in college. They will not show you this in college. College will be a big waste of your money. If you want to do what I'm doing, it's very easy to do it right now. You can do this right now. You don't need to wait for college. So do you do these kind of products to effectively invest money? Yes, I'm going to use my own money and put my money behind this code, but not specifically this code, but like I'm going to be putting my money behind some code for sure. Yeah, we're going to be trading money for live. Once I'm live, that's where the fun begins, and that's where all of these tools that I develop will help me make my algorithms better. Java, I mean, you don't need, yeah, everything can be learned. Literally, if you talk to AI, you can learn anything. I swear that you could learn anything by talking to ChatGPT-5 or any AI really. You can learn anything. And you can also learn it quicker and more in depth than you would ever with any sort of college or anything like that. But you need self-motivation, that's the thing. Me saying that, like I was highly motivated to do all this, and that's why I was able to make so much progress, right? This is what I like to do, is use AI to do this type of quant dev stuff. Because it's the most exciting thing for me. But YouTube, we got 3 people out there, that's what's up. Heavy hitters. All right, we'll wait for this to load out. We're gonna delete this. All right, Grok was taking way too long there. I use Java every day. I'm a software engineer. Recommend for backend development. If I had a server blade, I would not use Java. I would use Go or Rust as a backend. Just my opinion. What's up? What's up? What's up, heavy hitter? Was is Dylan? Oh, was up? Was guten? What do you think of WPF? Not sure what that is, but well, in what context? Coding, I guess. Can you please build a trading bot? I can build you a trading bot, dude, no problem. I already have some trading bots on my GitHub that are, there's some good algorithmic edge in here. I shared it for free. It was decent. This is a layered, the thing is, it's a 30-second price prediction, so if you can handle that latency, you could, and if you tune it a little bit, but this was kind of a, use some OFI math, adaptive drift, probability scaling. There's some cool stuff. What is WPI? What would happen here? Bot. Wait. Windows Presentation Foundation is a Microsoft UI framework for building Windows. Oh. I didn't even know that existed. You can build desktop. What's the win-loss rate on it? No, I have none of that data. So it just wouldn't even, if you ran it, it wouldn't do anything but paper trade. Just how much of the code did you type? 0 typing of the code. I typed 0. Absolutely 0, David. This was all AI. I used my tool properly. Okay, you don't need to type the code. You need to analyze the code, which is why you have 30S gathers the data, then 30Z is your data analysis tool. These are 2 things you definitely need. So no typing. We're just using AI to code. Are you using Alpaca? No, we're using right now. I do have an Alpaca account though, so we will be using Alpaca for sure. Maybe Interactive Brokers later on. Maybe Rhythmic on NinjaTrader. I have no idea. We'll see what ends up happening. Oh, okay. That's right. That's dope. I need to trade 0 plus. Oh, 0 day to expiration. Yeah, Dude, 100%. We're going to move on to that eventually, but right now we're still here. But if you need me to jump right ahead to that Wall Street, I got you. I could easily do that. As long as you have the data. This could trade options. Options has an order book and tick level data, but it's you would need something to like create the Greeks and analyze a little bit differently. It's a little more multi-dimensional, and also you'd probably need to run an algorithm that looks at all the expiration dates and all those. There's like hundreds and thousands of order books and tick level data for options. So that's if you wanted to make. So WPF would be. I don't know enough about making desktop apps. I've done like Python could make a desktop app. I don't know if I would just use this. I probably wouldn't use it. But I don't know. I don't make desktop apps. You could Interactive Broker, sure. Yeah, dude. Wall Street. If you need me to quant something for you, I got you, dude. Doesn't need the Greeks if calls and. Either way, I haven't moved to the options. I definitely thought about it. The thing is, for free data, I'm 15 minutes delayed. Yep. So I'm not paying for that type of data just yet. Okay. So short term. C#. Oh, okay. Node.js explain. Hire me. Okay. I hire you? I'm just an airman, dude. Have you used NinjaTrader? No, but I've heard of Rhythmic. So if that piqued your interest. I need to build a time machine, Quenda, are you? Okay. We can help you with that too, maybe. My win-loss 16 weeks. Okay. Best I'm working on. Yeah, I'm working. Yeah, it's always research, dude. Even if you have like a good algo, it could fade. Hell yeah. There you go, Wall Street. Yeah, options are where it's at. Like I love leverage. I love all that. I will definitely do options eventually, but we need to first find the math that, okay, hold on. Currently a software specialist in learning Python to automate my workload. What advice do you have? Use AI, dude, just use AI. Don't believe anyone about, oh, you need to understand the code fully. No, use your AI to your maximum ability. If you don't need to type code anymore, use AI to just output the full code file. Don't get left behind. I'm currently working in the Air Force, but I'm getting out in December. I'm gonna do this entrepreneurially. I did go to college, at University of Iowa, but not for quant stuff. So, literally the stuff I learned in college had nothing to do with this. Work won't let you do that because, yeah, I know. Oh, use AI as a coach. There you go. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm doing this as entrepreneurial stuff. Like, this is not good for corporate. Like, why Python is the best for data analysis. That's what we're kind of doing. No, don't join the Air Force. My opinion. Unless you like have nothing going on. Like, it allowed me to learn all this, and I got to live in Germany for 3 years, so it's pretty cool. But it's kind of like stagnates your life if you're trying to move forward. But yeah. Are you free? I can 100% talk during the day. Like, my job is not that. Like, I created the script during work. Yeah, well, so you can DM me and I can give you my email if you want to. What's up, Birdie? Birdie's in the house. That's the Discord legend right there. Birdie be helping people out. Birdie, we're trying to do, I don't know if you've ever done this, but I'm trying to like reverse engineer the edge from the data. Maybe that kind of explains it, but instead of running, like guessing the math, we're gonna like have some sort of data that can essentially tell us what the math to use, if anyone's done that. Reverse engineer the edge from the data. That's what we're doing. But, oh, it's working. Okay, so, hold on. Let me give. Yeah, Birdie, I thought of this concept. I was like, instead of like just kind of like guessing, like maybe we can get some data that would, it's almost like back testing, but a little bit different. I don't know. We're gonna see if it gives me anything good. I'm just trying to quickly iterate, like I'm just trying to find, just quickly iterating on things, right? This would be like my internal tool to, for like an algorithmic design pipeline or something. So this would be like like a key thing, like run it live, extract the data, get this compressed version. This means something to an AI. I told the AI, I don't need human readable data. That's just something that you would need to see in order to know. So this is what it would give you. And obviously, it's compressing this. So this is the data we're collecting. I don't necessarily, let's see what it has up here. So we got all, it's almost like feature engineering, but there's some other things in there. There's like 1 second markout, 5 second markout, 30 second markout, spread, widen, yeah. Okay, appreciate it, man. I'll check it. Wall Street. Yeah. A lot of people are reaching out, dude. Like, people are highly interested in the space. People need someone who's knowledgeable. And I've been doing it. I'm doing it here. We're doing it live. Yeah, this is the coolest software you could work with right now. Besides AI. Like, AI, obviously, doing AI with this would be next level, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We will get to the AI, but I want to make sure that we're giving AI the best data to use. So, what I'm gonna do here is we're gonna prompt GPT. What software are you working with? We're working with, what do you mean? We're working with Python software? This is my custom built software, sir. We're not working with a third-party thing here. This is my software. Been building MCCs this week. Oh, having an LM call function blew my mind. Yeah, look, the agentic stuff is getting there, but it's not there just yet. Like, it's cool. Oh, it's all good, Aries. Yeah, we're working with Python software. We're just doing data analysis here. We're trying to reverse engineer the edge from the data. That was kind of the task that I had AI work out with me, so. We need a guiding feature engineering data analysis thing that can help guide us when it comes to, oh, like this OFI, you should tune it to this way, or like there needs to be some sort of thing with that. Small language models are arriving. Small language model, yeah, but the smaller ones are getting better for sure. But GPT-5 is the best one right now, in my opinion. It's a highly opinionated space when you say this is the best AI. So, all right, we're gonna give my AI. We are in the data, and we are going to give it bars. I'm gonna give it this. By some of the new ones, people are sleeping on the case. Yeah, for real. And the fact that they have, like, I couldn't fine tune one of those open source models and like run it specifically for training algorithm stuff, which I'm interested in doing, but we haven't gotten there yet. Stop saying GPT-5 is the best. There it was. I have Claude. I pay for Claude. You ready? I will do the same thing with what I'm doing here with ChatGPT-5. We will see. We will compare again. I do this every time. I do this every time. I do it every time. We're going to go 4.1, thinking, bam. We're hitting Claude up too, okay? And we're also hitting up GPT-5. We're using Claude. Claude doesn't, when I ask it to give me the full code file, Claude struggles. It gives me a full code file, but it's like kind of hallucinating things in there. It's adding too much. It's like doing too much. Oh, yeah. Well, for speaking and like talking, like all the small language models are, they can pass like the Turing test or whatever. But like, well, the thing is, Yes, you're probably right. But the thing is, I couldn't whatever I do, I take the whole code context, right? I take 2,000 plus lines of code. I put it into Claude, and then about two prompts later, I'm out of whatever use for my $20 per month. So I wasn't even able to refine my prompting techniques. I gave it this, and it was on it. This is like a standard answer. This would be considered mid. I gave it to JetGPT-5. He's using his Python tool. Gemini's okay for certain things. We got all the gangs here. We got Grok gang. Have you tried anything LLM? These are LLMs. Yes, you have to pay $200 a month. Yeah, it's a game. Okay. Okay, yeah, Chris, man, I'm open in the DMs. Like I'm not, like my DMs are not that flooded. So you can DM me, dude, if you need something from me. I don't know, want to hire me or something. Open for work. GPT-5 is the worst. Oh my god. It's okay. Well, we'll show you what GPT-5 can do. Okay. Right now, I actually don't know what GPT-5 is doing. What is it doing? I think it's giving me an updated code. Oh no, it's loading. Okay. C-suite. Where are we at today? So we're reverse. We're trying to. I don't have a background in quant dev. We're trying to reverse engineer the edge from the data. Did you work at a quant trading firm before? No. You ask something, it gives something else. That's potential. There's potential in that. That's a lot of the time. You have background in quant now? Yeah. Abstract. We're trying to reverse engineer the data. So we're trying a different sort of like script. Instead of just, hey, what's up, Michael? What's good? We're trying to reverse. Are you self-taught then? Yes. Self-taught. Self-taught vibe coding. Will it work on NinjaTrader? Yeah, of course. Okay, if it needs to be converted to C#, that's no big deal. I can take my Python script and convert it into any sort of language besides assembly. Apparently it struggles with assembly. But there's no need to go that deep. C#, yeah. You could convert it to C#, but the fact that NinjaTrader only works with C#, I've never coded something in C#, so I don't know too much. C++ I feel like would be better. What does your bot do? So we're trying to reverse engineer the WebSocket data. We're going to take in data for Hypecoin. We're going to essentially do some sophisticated data analysis on it, and then we're going to get a little summary for the AI to be like, oh, this is what math we should use to trade this. So we need to take cursor subscription. No, you don't need cursor. I just do the copy paste thing. C# is fine. You don't. Yeah, exactly. I just don't know why they locked themselves into that C#. Why can't I use Python on NinjaTrader? Why can't I do that? Also, why do we even care? Use interactive brokers. The fact that you have to lock into something on NinjaTrader like that means they're doing something wrong. Try augment code AI as well. Yes, David, 100%. The future of coding, the future of any sophisticated knowledge work is using your AI tool to the maximum. If I needed to learn to code or like understand like the math, I would have done that. But I don't actually need to now because AI can help me. I just need to have the guiding idea. I am the idea guy, right? You just need to have the idea, guide it in the right direction. It's cool, but it costs way too much. Yeah, there's no point I don't think NinjaTrader is a good platform if they're charging you too much, locking you into C#. Because I'm telling you right now, augment code agentic is the best experience I have. Well, I don't do agentic coding. It's I need to be the idea guy and prompt it. Okay. This is 100%. All right. Um, let's see if there's any issue. Dense token. Okay, I might need another script to analyze this. I popped the previous 2 rows. Okay, so it looks like it's working. I don't see anything too corrupted in the data here. Oh, I do see some empty rows. Let's see here. Yeah, these commas mean that some of the data was not getting loaded. So probably these, a couple of these here. Yeah, I don't know, Ninja Trader. Let's see. Let's just do like Ninja Trader versus interactive brokers. Let's see. Because I don't like the fact that they lock you into some programming language. If Quant man, give us the rundown here. Yeah, we're just trying to reverse engineer the alpha or the edge. Yeah, I'm okay with the copy paste for now. We're doing some advanced data analysis. Ninja Trader versus interactive broker, head-to-head comparison. Ninja Trader is futures and forex trading, and then interactive brokers literally does it all. So right there, you can see that there's more options on interactive brokers for ideal user. So discretionary and automated future traders, active and professional traders, institutional clients. So you might have more options with interactive brokers. Okay. What about for developers? It's expensive. I mean, any of the... What happened there? That was weird. Oh, I got Gemini's out, dude. Time to move to AI Studio. Yeah, it's all expensive. At the end of the day, I would just like choose your asset and go straight to like New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ and see how you can pull data from them and like just route orders to some broker that does API trading. Maybe like Alpaca Finance. Maybe. Who knows? Let's continue on here. Short answer, your close clean scores basically working as a tenant. Here's what. Okay, hold on. Bot. Wait, what was that? Did someone try talking to me? What was that? Have you ever used Cursor in replacement VS? I've tried the agentic coding, it doesn't work as well. Appreciate the support, guys. Lock panel. IOB charts aren't as clean in my human eyes. Oh, okay. Oh, you're talking about like the visual appearance? Yeah. Yeah. Well, we don't really care about the charts as much. I mean, you can just go look at like something different. Understand if you're trading from the charts, then yeah, you probably want to. They don't let you adjust the chart colors. What do you use? Oh, okay, it's for abstract. Yeah, you guys keep chatting. I'm gonna fix this. Yes, but we do care because the algo is trading it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, you want to see it like hitting. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I know. Obviously, if you're running an algorithm, you do need to be like monitoring it, like when you first launch it, and you like don't trust it, right? There's obviously monitoring the algorithm is ideal. Alpacas seemed legit to me. It seemed like the most developer focused. It was just like, yo, just hit the API, we got you. It worked very similarly to how crypto exchanges work. Like you get the WebSocket data, and then you hit the API, and like you can use any software in between. That's what I want to see. So, I don't know. If Interactive Brokers charges you a lot, it might not be the best one to do. Okay. TradeStation is nice. They give you an API key, and I believe they trade most markets, just not futures. See, that's the thing. It's always like some sort of trade-off. I hate these trade-offs. I just want it all. An Interactive Broker, it seems like they have it all. They are probably the most professional, just because they deal with professional. I think IBKR is like the most professional one. That's probably why it's expensive. There's a minimum. Okay. Yeah, there's always some sort of minimum money aspect to that stuff too. All right, we're just gonna scheme up another way to do this because one was trying to do too much. It was trying to do the data analysis and the data collection. We need to separate the two. So we're going to do the data collection and then have another script to do the data analysis. That's kind of what happened there. So the collector will collect, and we're gonna apparently create these sort of 1 second bars, but they're not, I would say, your traditional bars. Merge duplicates. So I guess we're doing 1 second bars. I don't know why it wants to do that, but backfill gaps, okay. Yeah. Now we're already an hour and 30 minutes in here. We're gonna get this going. Okay, then the edge finder is gonna load and clean. 1 second index, merge duplicates, explicit NA for gaps. Typecast for all columns. Okay, feature enrichment. Built purely from the CSV. Okay, derivatives, imbalance, okay. Shape, curvature. Okay. I mean, how is this different? We need to really dive deep onto like what does it mean to extract the edge? What does that really mean? What's an edge finder? Yeah, exactly. So it's just a different concept, right? before we were just like running, like we were doing algo development with AI, and we were kind of guessing, like we were just spraying different math all around instead of just like thinking, oh, this math will be good. Why don't we actually get concrete evidence that, oh, this math would work good because of this is happening in the data. So we're trying to reverse engineer it. It's, yeah. At the core, it's called the edge extractor, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I came up with this idea at work. I was like, oh, maybe we should. I think I've tried this before, and it will help guide the AI. So I'll be like, oh, look, this is what happened in the data. Like, let's make a new algorithm. This will be that extra context engineering for that. That's just going to be an extra layer of help for when I do AI algo development. So if I can give it, be like, oh, look, this is what it's done like really recently. Maybe we should like target that. Or yeah, so it's kind of like the idea, and that's all you really need when you go and do stuff with AI. So the primary goal is discover predictive microstructure signals and state the edge in plain rules. So that's kind of the primary goal. So the way I'm doing this is I want to make sure that we're fully aligned. Me and GPT-5 are like fully thinking about the same thing. So it makes sense, right? I want predictive microstructure signals and state edges in plain rules, but actually, okay. So the real end goal is like 30-second to 1 hour to, let's say 30 minutes. Me and Grok 4 don't even think about the same thing. Grok 4 thinks it's better than me. Yeah. So you're gonna realize that Grok will go full AI psychosis, and it will just like start talking quantum. Like if you push it to keep iterating on novel ideas, it'll just go full novel, and it'll be like, you can't even run this on Python. But it's good. It's good in the sense that you can do that. Yeah, but you can GPT-5 truly understands it when you're kind of explaining something. Yeah, totally workable. That's separate entry timing, micro holdings decision. So okay. Yeah. So now I lined it. So sometimes when we're doing this, it's really hyper focused on microstructure, and it's like when it says that, they're like, oh, you're probably high frequency trading. So sometimes it gets misaligned that way. But I wanted to make sure that we're like 30 seconds to 30 minutes of potential hold time for any sort of trade. So we need to make sure there's little things like that you gotta. Okay, I'll put the 2 files in full. In chat, no canvas. Cool, do you like Zebek network from the Alco partnership? I've never heard of it. I've never heard of that. The Zebek network from the Algo partnership. I can look it up if you really, really want to know about Zebek network. It's RWA Streamline. It's payroll network? Wait, what? Okay, Zebek network from the Algo partnership. All right, we're going deep. I don't even know what this is, dude. Is it a payroll? What's payroll? I know payroll companies. Zebek network overview. Oh, real-time continuous. Yeah, oh, okay. This is interesting, but not what we're on about. I understand payment is like a huge space that's going to get upended because there's basically monopolies with like Visa and all of that stuff and like Swift. So we have the technology, but you just need to, Yeah. Have you tried out Cursor? I have tried out Cursor. My thoughts are that it's not all there. The agentic capabilities, particularly for all the AIs, are not. Visa announced they're getting into the crypto space. Yeah, well, they're probably making their own. Well, actually, I don't know what they're doing, but yeah, I've tried Cursor. I didn't. It's not a good use case for what I'm doing. So, see, Claude, what are we even doing here? What are we even doing here, Claude? What are we doing here? GPT shall replace Quant. 100%, yeah. GPT-5 is the greatest quant alive. 100%. Ah, shoot, okay. That's not what I want. We will redo this script though, for sure. Yeah, GPT-5 is the greatest quant, it's the greatest mathematician, it's the greatest coder, it's the greatest basically at most things. And you just gotta work with it, dude. Like sometimes there's some quirky things where it just like shuts down and it's just like, I don't wanna give you the answer. I'm like, okay, just like reset its memory. Or, you know, I for sure keep memories off in GPT land here. Yeah, for sure, dude. Well, I'm showing everyone that that's 100% going down. I'm not trained in the classical sense, and we're doing the most sophisticated things that a retail trader can do when it comes to automating their trading. So, like we're just trying to do the max state of the art. Trying to beat them. Okay, let's see what we got here. We have collector and edge finder. So in theory, it's just going to be called. I have one and run. Okay. So we're going to do that. GPT is great. I have to yell at Grok. Yeah, recolor when he goes on tangents. He will go on tangents. So that's what I'm saying. Use Grok for like ideation sometimes, but just always run everything back. Opinion on onions. Like I like to cook onions. Onions are delicious, but not raw. You need to cook them. You're welcome, sir. I do cook with onions. Okay. Great question. Onions. All right, let's see if we cannot iterate. We're going to just remove that. Review the code. What can we enhance and make more state of the art and fully reverse the What's your strategy when using AI for dev work? I'm the overall idea guy, I would say. It's basically use GPT-5 to the max capabilities. I'm going to use it to output the full code. I'm going to use it to do everything essentially until it can't do it. For right now, like outputting the full code, creating ideas, I'm just like kind of guiding it. Like I'm using it to get what I want in the end of the day. If it couldn't give me the full code file, then I'd probably have to figure out some other way. But right now, this is the state of the art. This is the way the tool works, how I use it. So it works extremely well for just vibe coding and quant stuff. It's best of the best. So we're just reverse engineering this data, if anyone is wondering what we're doing here. We're trying to find the math that will snipe every little thing. Bam, 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 bam. Maybe not trade here, short that, long here. Like we're trying to find the math that would give us that, I guess. And we'll see what ChatGPT says here. Okay, awesome project. We already have some casual hygiene, strict 1 second bars. Okay, quick wins. Do these first. Duplicate row inflation, critical bug. Yeah, see, there's always bugs, but you have to, when you output full code file, reset GPT-5, give him back the code, tell him, hey, you're now reviewing the code, and it'll find issues. But it's good with this iterative, like, output the code, review the code, output the code, review the code. Okay, fix the code. There's just a back and forth that people don't understand, that once you do it, it will just get you perfect code. Yes. Yeah, so like I said, you're noticing it, right? You're noticing that GPT-5 will not give you, it will give you bad code, but if you get bad code, then just have them fix it, right? There's this iterative process, right? You know, you can't just one-shot super complicated code. There's gonna be some bugs. Okay, we're gonna add some more. Lesser, leather, never weathered, wetter, weather, better. Did I do that right? All right, we'll get these new additions here. It looks fine to me. Edge heat map. Yeah, we'll just keep pushing this to the max, state of the art. How did you? How you did? Trying to trip people up. Nah, dude, we're quant dev here. I can do my leather, weather, never leathered, weather. we can do that. We can talk to chat and do ChatGPT. Now, the other streamers, I don't know what to say about them, but those guys are wild. Well, I do want to be that fruit eating guy. That'd be dope to have that job, just be fruit eating guy. Are quant dev interviews mostly leak code style? I wouldn't know. I've never done one, but I'm pretty sure it's different. It's like financially based. You're not doing lead code. Do you work as a quant full time? I do not. We do hobbyist quant level. Drago, share the live. Yeah, we do hobby level stuff here. We're doing what retail traders can do at their max. Like if you were the most sophisticated retail trader, that's what we're doing. Right? Which happens to be quant dev stuff. Okay? That's what we're trying to do. Trying to show that everyone actually can do it on their own too. It's like I'm not doing anything crazy here. I'm just like kind of focused on one thing. Are you familiar with the momentum factor? Carhart's momentum factor? I'm not. Yeah, you're not going to get into the quant space. Unless you go to Ivy League and have connections. I feel like then you could do it. But if you don't have any of those, then you're going to struggle and you're competing with the whole entire world and AI. So unfortunately, that's going to be tough. Not only are you competing with other humans, you're competing with, superhuman intelligence here, AI. So they're probably hiring less. Check out that with GPT. I'm a former portfolio. Oh, okay. You mean to look it up? Sorry, what was it again? It was momentum factor. You said Carhartts, and I was like, is that the brand? Carhartts. Are you talking about the shirt brand or whatever? How can I start from scratch? Just start talking to ChatGPT about it, dude. Yeah. Geo. Wait, I want to see what happens here. What's up, Geo? What is going on? Oh, no, we're not doing this. How do I get out of here, dude? Geo, how do I cancel this? There we go. we are not doing that. Wow. Guys, I'm new to TikTok. I don't know what just happened there. Yeah, that was hilarious. No shirt, dead silent. Yeah, I was a little. I think he wanted to do the battle thing, and I know about that. We're not battling here. That's the last thing we're doing. Oh, Jesus. Do you mean any? Yeah, so Saji, you're going to just want to talk to ChatGPT. Talk to AI about it, sir. This is the most intelligent thing you could talk to right now about any subject. So if anyone's starting from scratch, if you have a passion like I did, I started from scratch. I just talked to AI. I learned about coding, how to run code, all from AI. I'm AI self-taught. Should we just get into battling other TikTok creators? That was wild. Okay, let's see what this code's looking like here. See, look, no CLI, perfect. Perfect. ChatGPT understood. All right, you ready? Python run.py. It's like pretty simple what I'm doing. Check out the, okay, yeah, I forgot, sorry. We were looking up Carhartt's 4-factor model. Do I need to Google this? Oh, okay. I don't remember what we were looking at. Carhartt's momentum. Oh, you were talking about like some sort of math. I know what you're saying, dude. I had no idea this was a trend. That's awkward. Yeah, so apparently live streamers will like battle each other, and like the audience will like gift, and like they're battling like who can get more gifts in that time. People make like a living off of that, battling each other. Yeah, that's a thing on TikTok Live. So I didn't know that's what that was. The guy was trying to invite me to battle him, aka he's trying to earn some money, dude. Just sitting there shirtless. I feel for him. Should I just go shirtless, guys? Apparently that's the move. Oh God. All right, we're running data collection, and it looks decent. This is, well, okay, so not a number is a problem, but that's okay. Majority of the other ones are working. So when you look at your data, CSV, that's why I like CSV. I can just quickly look and make sure it's like, okay, there's some things wrong. But yeah, that's why I like CSV. If it was a Parquet file, I have to do another extra step to convert it. What exactly is this? This is a data analysis script. We're trying to reverse engineer the math that essentially drives the market. Visual Studio Code is so awesome. Yeah, it's great. We love VS Code. Everything was built off of Cursor. Everything was a fork of VS Code, and I just go straight to VS Code. Yeah, we're just trying to reverse engineer the math that would help us predict the market. That's the most fundamental way to describe it. But I see that there's issues in our data, so we're going to give it that, and I'm going to give him some sample here. This is exactly what I also want to learn. It's perfect, then you've entered the right space. This is Quant Dev 101. Quant Dev is just a bunch of research trying to basically earn money with software, trading the markets. You're trying to just use sophisticated math that predicts when the price will start going down, start going up, start going down. And, it's just trying to do a lot of things here. You can target different time frames. You can target really short time frames. Oh yeah, I mean, if you were a business owner or whatever with anything else and you learned how to do this, your abilities would just 10x. Because then you would learn how to do anything essentially. Because quant deving, you learn about calling APIs, learn about data analysis, you learn about stocks. I'm also looking into BSA. Okay, cool dude, yeah. Quant dev is by far the coolest thing you could do with software right now, I feel like. Besides AI, but we can use AI to do this. So it's really interesting. It potentially could earn you money, which is also exciting, right? Who wouldn't want to have just some software running in the background, trading this, making money. It sounds great. All right, sounds cool. Sounds cool. All right, we're gonna run this script here to see what it does. Python 1.py. Bro, thanks so much. Yes, of course, dude. Yeah, I have some code on my GitHub like that's similar, not similar, but for sure, Quant Dev. Just look into it. Start talking to ChatGPT about it. Yeah, definitely the coolest portfolio project. And what if your portfolio project makes you money, right? Cool. Then you'd be like, wait, I don't even need to do this as a portfolio project. Then I'm just doing this professionally. So you could expand into this market here. Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, I started live streaming like a week ago and people are highly interested in quant dev stuff. Just coding, and so essentially a predictive auto trader based on finding the math. Yeah, so we can say it in so many different ways, but at the end of the day, we're looking for certain math that's gonna predict the market, but we're trying to reverse engineer that math. Do you consider multi-collinearity, covariance, stationary data, heterodicity, I don't think we're doing exactly that. I could get a summary of all the things that we're looking at, but it's almost, well, I can show you the top here. So this is our schema. So it's a lot of just feature engineering, like order flow and balance, but like at different time frames. And then there's something else that we're looking at over here in the 1.py. There's a lot of math. Like it goes way beyond just what you said. Like even in this script, we need to like use the most cutting edge sort of reverse engineering techniques. Yeah. I don't know exactly what techniques we're using here. What I normally do is I have the overall idea, right? And then I get the code for that overall idea. And then once it's working and running, and then we're gathering data, then I'll go in and be like, okay, let's understand this a little bit more. Oh, maybe this is not the best way. You know, I dive deeper after I get the code running. I'm an aspiring data scientist. Yeah. This is exactly what we're literally doing. What you want to do right now. We're trying to reverse engineer the math that predicts the moves in Hypecoin right now. Finance. Unfortunately, your life is going to be much different in the future, and AI is going to be way more advanced. So honestly, I would just try doing something entrepreneurially with code, because that's going to be your best bet right now. Entrepreneur with code, do the quant dev. Yeah, unfortunately, the world is going to look totally different in a couple of years, especially if ChatGPT 6 is just like a little bit better. Yeah, I would look into machine learning. So quant dev, you can use AI to trade stocks too. So you can literally make your own custom neural network and it's actually the coolest AI you can make, because the AI that could trade this needs to be adaptive, online learning. There needs to be all the forms of intelligence there. I don't know if you heard of ARC AGI, but essentially you would need an AI that would be really good at the ARC AGI prize, but you would need that to be tuned for trading stocks. Cool, yeah. Apps are cool, but you'll realize it's all the same. It's all the same. It's nothing too expansive about app making. It's like UI and then like, yeah. This is a little bit more involved. I mean, app making is definitely involved, but it's different. Yep. I got a degree in it, all about prediction or saying in trends. Okay, cool. Problem in your bots run on our machines to scrape few. Big bots run servers. 100%, yeah. But we're doing we're taking the retail trader and taking it to the max. Like we're obviously constrained to the retail environment. So bot eat bot is the future. Yeah. In the future, we're all gonna have our own little AI, just like trying to battle. Well, it really is bot right now. Bot versus bot right now, for sure. Yeah, cool stuff. Yeah, we're gonna get this code here. What is this? What code is this here? Is this the Collector. Okay, this is the new collector. We're gonna do the new collector script here. Oh. We're just gonna delete this. You can trust the boys. The boys trading for me. Yeah, the bots. The bots are all trading. We're making the bot right now. We're making the bot. We're making the bot to trade. All right, so we have a new Python run. Quant dev using ChatGPT alpha. ChatGPT 0 alpha here, guys. My man. There's 0 alpha here, apparently, because we're just reverse engineering the alpha. You know, we're not even looking at alpha, dude. There's no edge. Look away, 0 edge. Actually, the edge might be so sharp here. You never know. 0 alpha. 0 alpha reverse engineering the edge. Literally, we're looking for the alpha. We're designing the most sophisticated script to look purely at the alpha. In future, bots will create traps for normal trade. Yep, so that's exactly why you need, that's why crypto is the best space, because you can deal with these sort of spoofing and all these manipulative tactics. So you need, if you can conquer crypto, then you can probably conquer the other ones. But there are regulations to where you're not allowed to spoof an order book for traditional land, and there's certain, they already do it, yeah. Yeah, they probably do some low-key manipulation. The thing is, like, when you trade with that much money and you know you're making a wave in the market, you're gonna just end up making waves that you can predict, and it's just like, it's borderline manipulation, but that's what happens when you have a lot of money making those waves. All right, we're running the script. We are collecting the data. I don't see any not, oh, okay, I do see nans, but okay. So, NinjaTrader, but that was 70% successful. Okay, so you had a 70% hit rate on NinjaTrader, which is good enough to be profitable. I want to start with 1K. Yeah, you can start, dude. You can definitely start with $50. That's, if you use what I'm doing, the Hyperliquid, that 30%. Well, okay, if you weren't tuning it right, then yeah, you might blow your portfolio if you're taking too much size or something. Is that what you're saying? I don't know what's 70 successful. Is that your hit rate? Okay. Yeah, so what do you need? You need like 80% to be profitable? I'm pretty sure it's around that percentage is to be profitable. I could be wrong. Let's find out. Okay, so I guess this depends on your risk to reward. So, okay, high frequency trading 1-to-1, you only need 51 to 55% hit rate. That's not bad. Day trading 1-to-2 risk reward, you need, really, that's it? Swing trading, what? Okay. Did you ever see Options Alpha website? No, but I can check it out. Options Alpha. OptionsAlpha.com. Be more powerful options trader. Leverage automation, improve return, find better trades. Okay, this is, yeah. This is more like indicator style data. This isn't, I see what it's doing. I mean, yeah, I'm sure this is like pretty valuable for finding all of this, but in reality, you could just like make a script that does all this automatically and just pulls no transaction fees. They have bots, put money. Okay. Link it to Options Alpha. Okay, I see it's doing a prediction. Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool website. Nice design. Pricing. Let's see what the pricing is. Okay, 99. If I'm gonna do options, I'm going alpaca.finance. And then I'm doing some crazy code. Uh-oh. Something happened there, but we're back. Screen turned dark for a second. Let's see what Python 1 can do. They have full backtesting. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't moved into the options space. I definitely thought about it, and like I did some pre-planning. I was like, okay, what can we do for free, like most budget? The issue is I have 15-minute delayed quotes, which more than likely would crush any strategy that I ever implement. Half the battle's avoiding revenge trading. Yeah, exactly. It was Sunday. Me and didn't go to church, but God bless. Tom, what's up, dude? You God bless. Bless you. That's what's up. We're in the quant dev. All right, we're doing some analysis here. I don't know what actually is going to output here. Yeah, we're crushing. Only 2 hours in, guys. So they have so many bots in that 1 year backtesting was good. Yeah, the issue is I don't know if I could trust their data or their backtesting. A lot of the time, now that I know about this stuff, it's like nothing is like clear cut when it comes to backtesting and how they're doing that. Nothing is cut and dry. I should do this, but find winning drop shipping products. You could do data analysis for people are doing that, of course. Like they're looking at, what's selling on Amazon, but I don't know how you would necessarily get that data without, getting like API access to like Amazon or something. Are you saying that they had lots of bots in their network? Options alpha. Huh. I don't know how that makes sense. A profitable system can only be like, what? What favor was where? It was consistent 8K paper trading, it made 3K. Okay. Now, the thing is, paper trading is also not cut and dry. Is there latency? What was your latency when it comes to trading? Nothing's cut and dry when it comes to these third-party systems, unfortunately. Knowing about this, like doing it from scratch, like I wouldn't trust any other code besides my ChatGPT 5 code that we make, and then I run, and then I test again, and then I run it again. Okay. This is not necessarily edge rules. Edge report. Okay, here we go. So we did it. We ran the reverse engineering, and this is the data that we were getting here. So it looks like it's presenting rules. This is cool. We don't have enough data for the longer term ones, but we definitely have enough for 30 seconds, 60 seconds. So this is the quote unquote alpha, because it's literally like, hey, when this happens in the spread, like the edges. I create a database using SQLite. No, you don't need to use SQLite. Perfect timing. Yeah. We're definitely doing just a normal CSV file here, and then we're just running data analysis on that. We're trying to extract the edge from Hypecoin, trying to find the perfect math that will trade it perfectly. We're not using SQLite. We want simple database. I've worked with Parquet. I don't know if you worked with Parquet files. Parquet file. If we only need to hit 25%, then that's wild. Okay, but what about... Why that specific coin? So when I choose this coin, it's because this is the true source of the price discovery for this asset. Yes, all coins kind of follow Bitcoin, But when it comes to the order book and the trade data, this is the true source of this price discovery on its platform, on its thing. So this is my thinking, right? If I look at, for example, Ethereum on this is the order book and trades are kind of like shadows of like someone arbitraging from Binance to here or something. So it's not really like I'm kind of like looking at like the shadow of some other data. But with Hypecoin here, I'm looking at the true price discovery for this coin. What indicators are you using? Are you feeding your bot? So right now, this is a data analysis script, and we're looking, most edge is going to come from order flow and balance. Like every single script that I've ever done is order flow and balance, order flow and balance, order flow and balance. That is like the main thing you need to understand. That coin just has just trades, you mean to say? Huh? Oh, I know mine listening on Python coding while I code. What specific coin? Hypecoin. Huh? Use Postgres. SQLite crashes. Yeah, I mean, the database for me is just a CSV file. Like I'm cool with just having a CSV. Obviously, if I'm collecting more than, if I'm gonna run this overnight, actually I don't even care. Like CSV files, like even if it gets like 300 gigabytes, like I'm cool. Invite people to test. Or convert your Python program into Pine scripting? No. You can't do this in PineScript. Like this is impossible. Impossible what we're doing here in PineScript. Red flags, uh-oh. See, this is the iterative process, right? We ran it, it identified some mathematical issues. Yeah, very limited. It's more or less designed. I don't like the platform-based coding languages. I don't like being locked in to one platform. This might not be down your alley. Any tips on getting acclimated with Databricks and Azure DevOps? Oof. Honestly, just do some Python stuff. I feel like all of those trendy words, Databricks and Azure, is just using, just like, you just gotta find what the underlying, Azure is cloud, so I would just like push some code to the cloud. And then Databricks is like dealing with the database, but in a very corporate, it's just so corporate. Whatever you just mentioned there was so corporate. What Linux is, I'm using Windows 11, but I have a server blade with Linux on it, but I forgot, like just the desktop version. Desktop GUI version. I forgot which one. No, we're Windows 11 here, it's fine. That's how I can do TikTok Studio. Okay, so it looks like we're going to redo this. You notice the beauty, like no coder would ever just be like, oh, I'm gonna delete this entire code and then just redo it. I'm about to do that right now because it's about to give me an upgrade to the thing. So we're gonna stop there. Actually, just kidding. What is it giving me? Oh, it's giving me everything, yeah. Okay. So we're gonna delete this, and we're gonna ensure that we're getting accurate data so that we can have the edge found. Okay, wait a minute. All right, whatever. Yeah, one, boom. And was this run? Okay, it gave us new run. Okay. All right, we're gonna go Python run. Which AI editor? I'm using VS Code Preview, VS Code Studio. Yeah. Wow, I'm spacing on it. Yeah, VS Code's the preview version, whatever it is. Oh my God. Sorry, Code Insiders. That's what it's called. It's not preview. How long have you been coding or vibe coding? I've been vibe coding, since 2022. I've only learned to code with AI. And when you first started out with like the old GPT, Like there was a lot of like, okay, I'm kind of just like using this as a tool to learn, because when it tried, like the memory was not so good. But as every time it got better and better and better, I was like, oh my God, like I can just like give me full code file and then like do this iterative process. Fully changed the game here. Now it's just like, oh my God, like why are people even trying to type the code? It's like, what are you even doing here? We have a tool that can extract the alpha from Hypecoin. Yesterday I made a ChatGPT entire quant dev. Need to read through. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes the stuff it'll write is like, I don't understand it. I just know that it understands what it's doing. So if you even know what object-oriented is, I'm familiar, but at that point I know what you're saying. Like I broadly understand it. So you literally ask, teach me to code. Yes. So yeah, literally. If you want to learn to code, like how do I learn to code? Okay, let's go a little bit further now. Okay. Yeah, but really we're doing a sophisticated data analysis here, so oh well, apparently it doesn't work anymore. Well, okay. Now if I ask AI, give me a script to analyze the underlying math that could predict price in this market, do you think you could do it? Yes, Relly, you're new here. You're new to the new thing that I do here. So look, we're collecting data, and then we have a data analysis script, okay? Once we've collected enough data here, this 1.py is literally going to extract the alpha from these numbers here, okay? Could you do that on your own? Could you do that on your own? No? Yes? I use my tool, okay? It's just a tool, guys, you know. Also, I'm dumb, but if you getting it from chat, it might not be an edge, no? Yeah, you're saying like because ChatGPT knows it, it's not a real edge. But the thing is, order flow and balance hasn't decayed in over 10 years. There are edges that just kind of exist because it's reading the most fundamental market physics. So once you go further down into the primitives, then you can just find as much edge and alpha that you could ever dream of. So did you actually try to get into the quant firm? No. I've never tried to corpo quant. Okay, this is for me. I have a passion about doing this. That augment code is $50 per month. It will take and try. We'll take that and try on a home computer. Okay, cool. Is there any specific trading strategy you follow? No, I'm following the math. I'm just following whatever our data gives us here. If you can't read the code, you're going to hit some serious walls in your progress. Eric, you ready? I'm going to do Python 1 here, .py. Now, what this does is it takes the CSV file, which is extracting data from the order book and trade level from a WebSocket, okay? Pretty advanced stuff here, right? We're calculating a bunch of different math, and we're collecting a bunch of data here. And then we're gonna do some data analysis. But this data analysis is going to do more math that gives us a trading algorithmic sort of strategy. So we're doing the most sophisticated work. There is zero roadblock. I have run into zero roadblock. Zero roadblocks exist, right? The only roadblock that really exists is me finding the right layer of math to trade with. Okay, so if I had to stop all my progress and just go back to the basics, what would that do to my progress? That would literally stop me from doing what I wanted. You were literally telling me to stop doing what I want and go do something irrelevant. You're literally telling me to go do something irrelevant to what I want to do. I want to do this. I want to run code that extracts alpha immediately. I want to do it right now on live within 2 hours. I do not want to go learn the fundamentals. You do not need to learn the fundamentals anymore unless you want to go to corporate. Once the code is running and giving me the data and every AI aligns with like, oh, this is good data, Then I'll go back and then I'll understand the code. Put it on GitHub. I could do it. Join the Discord, dude. Exactly. Every traditional developer will come in here. You must learn. You must go back to the books and learn the basics. You must do it. Yeah. The Discord's in the link. Yeah, I post all my code. There is some code on my GitHub right now. But yeah, it's really crazy. Like, people will tell you to stop chasing your dream and go learn something irrelevant. GPT-5 is at a point. Oh, you're in the Discord. Okay. Okay, you want this? Well, let's make sure it works. Once it works, and I'm positive it's giving us good data, then I'll drop it in the GitHub. Okay? Which channel you posted? The GitHub link I could just give you right now. Everything's my name. So I'll put code up there. So you can follow that. Exactly. I need to learn how to use my tool. I don't need to go learn, the basics, because I just need to learn how to get the best. As a career software engineer, I don't agree with that. A lot of fundamental. Okay, Eric. I'm valid. Your opinion is valid only for corporate America. I'm sorry. As an entrepreneur quant dev, you do not need to fully understand what's going on. You just need to make sure that your data is correct. And there's ways to do that with Python. Okay, I can double, triple check. Yes, yeah, exactly. Most of it, you're diving into things that, and you also think you know about the code, and in reality, bugs exist because everyone doesn't know what they're doing. It's just like an egotistical thing. Oh, I think I know what's going on here. Like, there's really kind of, you might know, but at the end of the day, bugs exist for a reason because you guys don't fully understand. But ChatGPT 5 is giving me bugless code right now. With no test cases? Do you believe AI is going to take, well, the thing is, devs feel threatened by me because I'm literally doing the most sophisticated dev work without knowing the fundamentals. So people see the writing on the wall. People who aren't traditionally taught how to code are doing very sophisticated coding things. And yeah, I don't know. I would feel threatened too if that was my job. I'd be like, okay, I like to think bugs exist because we don't fully understand the user. No. Bugs exist because the human doesn't fully understand. This is a computer land, and the AI is fundamentally better understanding the code. It's not you're threatened. I'm just saying, people come in here in the chat and they'll be like, you must learn the basics. I don't know, you guys are telling me something what I should do. We're just kind of quant dev here. We're trying to be cool quant devs, man. Trying to be chill. We just want to quant dev. All I want is a profitable algorithm, dude. That's the whole point. And to think I'm not learning anything by doing this, you think I'm mindlessly doing this too. It's like this requires a lot of effort and understanding. So I'm learning something different. It's completely different. No one's ever seen this in their life, right? I'm learning to use a tool to do sophisticated work, and you learn different things. You learn where the tool is struggling. So I learned a workaround. Something back you told me you don't code, but AI does the coding. Yes. I'm just using ChatGPT to output code to check the code. We can do FPGA. If you want to go high frequency trading, Eric, we could talk about embedded and do some FPGA. Well, I would argue it's fine as long as you know what it is being written. Yeah. So I'm the architect here. I told AI what to do here. It didn't. He helped me in designing how to do it, but I was like, hey, I want to reverse engineer the alpha in the WebSocket data. And it's like, oh yeah, we could do this. I was like, okay, but how do we take it further? And you're like, oh, okay, let's do this and this. I was like, okay, give me the full code. How are you fetching the data? We're fetching data from Hyperliquid's public WebSocket thing. Yeah, exactly. Go to crypto. This is the free data, free unlimited data. You can get free WebSocket data from Binance, which is really good. You can get free data from Hyperliquid. Well, what are you architecting? Seems like a pretty minimal AI. No, we're not even doing AI trading bots. So what we're doing is we're gathering data from the from Hypecoin, from the WebSocket, and we're running. Well, it's running in the background. It actually hasn't loaded, so I'm very concerned about that. But we're essentially gathering data, and then 1.py is going to use that data and give me essentially the alpha from it, if that makes sense to you. No, you can you can do like 1,500 calls per second or something crazy. The API is very good. Right now, this is an internal tool to do algorithmic development. This is just essentially an internal tool. This is a analysis tool. I look at the data, and then we're gonna be like, okay, what math can we use to trade from this data? It's called fitting a model to... No, we're not doing any sort of overfitting. None of that, my man. No overfitting. We're doing beyond what you think we're doing here. Maybe there's a comment up here. So adaptive circular block, bootstrap, MBB, circular with same block sizing, no degenerate CIs. Report bootstrap mean, matches CI center better than raw sample mean. Okay, these are the fixes, but atomic writes, duplicate safe, ingest, same inputs. Yeah, I haven't been in a couple days on your live. Have you updated your GitHub? No, the GitHub is still with that same code that we ran, but we're still working. This could get put up on the GitHub. When you Sigma, you don't need to know alpha. Exactly, dude. I am Sigma alpha 1. Bro, don't argue with these guys. They will say you're working very inefficient. Takes forever to say. I feel you, dude. You're right. But at the same time, I'm building the quant dev audience, so it's fun chatting. You should tell it to make... Yeah, Jack, we do AI, but LSTM is so basic. I've done plenty of AI development. We're going to get into that, but we need a baseline. So there is a bug with 1. Okay, it hasn't loaded a single time, so we're going to reset here. Well, is ChatGPT 5 based on LSTM? LSTM is like the most fundamental basic thing you could say to make an AI. Yeah, we can do LSTM, but that's not going to work. You need an adaptive, online learning only AI. Okay, LSTM is too rigid, way too rigid, or it's not good enough. Terminal and tmux. We need custom CUDA Fusion kernel, okay? No, but LSTM, yeah, that's like the when you ask AI, like, oh, give me an AI, it's like LSTM. This doesn't, like, I don't know. The thing is, LSTM has been around for a minute, dude. It's not the edge. LSTM. Do you need to quiz me? Why is LSTM not good for algo trading? Let's just find the reason why it's not good, okay? I can learn about anything. If I know about LSTM. I've biased prompt. Look, when I say I know about it, it's been in conversations where I'm developing trading algorithms and we avoid using it for specific reasons, okay? When it comes to a trading algo, AI specifically, you need something that isn't overfit on data, right? You need something that's adaptive to regime change, something that won't get corrupted on a flash crash, right? LSTM are a type of recurrent. Okay, it's an RNN. Yeah. My man. This will not give you any edge. This is not the edge. It lacks interpretability and stability. Unlike simpler, our black box is making, so you couldn't even use LSTM because it's a black box and there are regulations on it. Make it hard to understand why they make certain predictions, opacities, risk trading, explain it. So there's also that thing where it's like you kind of want to explain what's going on, but not really. Yes, Jack, I'll do that. You giving me edge. Imagine you guys. Hell yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Often makes them, exactly. It's unprofitable. Transformers will give you better things, okay? But also transformers have their issues as well. So ultimately you need to do something new. Everyone's recycling the old and trying to make new with it. And at the end of the day, a computationally, LSTM has transformers. When you say broadly LSTM, I'm thinking of just like the most traditional sense. It says right here, I know transformers are a bunch of, I know transformers have like RNNs in it and all that stuff. At the end of the day, when I do AI development, I target specifically for my 5070 Ti. So whatever AI I make, I'm specifically targeting my hardware. Transformer. My boy. The transformer uses backpropagation, gradient descent, and attention mechanisms. That's like the key to its intelligence. Okay? I'm not going to walk through the whole transformer. I can simply, exactly, if I don't know something, I simply ask ChatGPT, but I already know what I need to know here is that my one script is not working, okay? One was taking too long. That's all I need to know right now, okay? We don't need to talk about AI, but we could do some AI development right now. If like you're so intrigued to see the alpha edge, the quant, what can you do with the 5070 Ti Tech and Soak? I don't know. You're talking about like running a local. You can do fairly new things with the Blackwell architecture. It has that new tensor core. I mean, okay, bro. Just think about what you're talking about right now, and then say that in 10 years. Okay, you'll be like, oh shit. AI did do everything right, and I was just, wasn't really listening to them. Transformer basic knowledge. Yeah. Transformer's been around. You need to do something new, okay? The whole thing is, I'm trying to say is, for trading algorithms specifically, LSTM is not going to work, and a basic transformer is not going to work, okay? It could give you maybe some good thing, but you need something ultimately different to give you an edge. That's what I'm saying. Maybe we're out of you're thinking about some different context. We're quant devs here, so we only think about, is it going to give me a profitable signal? Review. So, quant dev, nah, say vibe. We're vibe coding quant dev, my man. Well, how many more little lingo terms do I need to put in there? All right, we're pulling up your TikTok, dog. Who is this guy? Bro, you're like 10. What are you doing? What are you even doing here? You're gaming. This is brain rot, bro. You've been brain rot. I'm sorry. You've been brain rotted, unfortunately. I was like, what? Who have we been talking to here? Jesus. Okay, moving forward. And you can tell, like, right, when they're like, what is this? Who is that? I'm just like, okay, this is not constructive. We need to talk about real quant dev stuff here, boys. Okay. Hey, Jack, I mean, there's no hate here. I appreciate you trying to tell me what LSTM is, and did you ask ChatGPT for a strategy to backtest? We are currently we're trying to extract the, we're just doing some data analysis trying to extract the edge. We're reverse engineering the WebSocket data to see what math we can use later on to profit from. Any recommendation for beginning learning resources? Simon, just use AI, dude. Yeah. Ask the chat for an answer. My guys, we live in a new world where if I don't know something, I will ask ChatGPT. I'm not gonna not ask it. I want to expand my knowledge. But I've been through the whole LSTM transformer, the holy grail, which is what we're tracing, like the holy grail. What's the best AI for algorithmic trading? It's something that's online learning, something closer to meta reinforcement learning. That's going to be closer to what we need. That's what we need to focus on. What's the whole, okay, so we're testing for, right now we're trying to extract edge for, I believe, 30 seconds to 30 minutes. So like anywhere in between there. Yeah. 30 seconds to 30 minutes. That's what we're targeting. Ugh. Okay, we need to warmed up. Let's make sure we have, okay. What about, about what I manually trade. Huh? You're manually trading? What holes is the automated using for? Oh yeah, about what yeah, exactly. Well, at the end of the day, it's like you need a trade that's gonna beat the fees. So technically, yes, this is 1 minute. So that was like 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 30 minutes would have been good to capture that hole. Yep. No, you can't, we can't, we're doing retail things, so we really can't. I could do 5 second or 5 to 30 seconds, but really those trades are going to get eaten away by slippage and fees. So ultimately we always need to target something longer than 30 seconds. Yeah, we need to target something. So we tried doing shorter term, but it just kept getting eaten by fees. Maybe 3 people here understand what else is. Look, Jack, the way I figured out with AI, I was like, hey, AI, why is Transformer so intelligent? And I tried reverse engineering the intelligence so that we can extract it for a different purpose. And backprop, gradient descent, and the attention mechanism were kind of the main things. So we can reverse engineer the intelligence of AI in trying to do something different. You don't need to, quote unquote, do the traditional LSTM and transformer stuff. Do you have a GitHub? I do have a GitHub. It's right here. I don't have much on there, but you can follow along and I'll be posting stuff on there. Once this is working, one was not working, so I need to see what was going on. Why didn't it finish the analysis? But we're still collecting a lot of data here. So we have a ton of data to analyze. So we're going to look at this data in a minute and see if we can extract the edge from it, right? These numbers mean something once we run another script on it. So, okay, no, double dang. What I meant was we can ask AI, okay, why are you so intelligent, right? Why is the transformer architecture intelligent? I know it's emergent because of the dense neural network, right? The larger the... Oh my God, hold on. Google is talking in the other room. we'll definitely be using some sort of attention mechanism, probably Mamba, some state space, or flash attention. I don't know. We're gonna get into the AI stuff later. Okay, we're not there yet. I know it's exciting. No, we're still on the hunt for the profit. We're doing like the internal tools to have a continual research pipeline for the profitable algorithms. I'm just using buzzwords, guys. I'm just throwing out, Mamba, state space model. What else was I using? Attention mechanism, recurrent neural network. Just train them all, input data, and then update it on new training sets. You're talking about a traditional sort of pipeline for, I'm well aware of the training pipeline for a training algorithm. Yeah. I mean, I spun up many different things. I actually tried custom CUDA kernels and they were crashing my computer. So I kind of just kept with PyTorch. It's I can probably pull up one of these AI projects I have going on here. Let's see what's going on. We tried doing AI search here. So in this one, we were using Echo State Network. Yeah, we were trying to use Echo State Network or liquid neural networks. We were trying to use AI to kind of behave like a indicator, almost like a feature engineering. So this is an AI script, PyTorch, and we got all sorts of good stuff here, guys. Like I've dived deep into this stuff. Now I don't dive deep into LSTM because that's not going to help me get to where I want to go. That's like going back and studying the basics. Quant dev, we're just using software to trade. CUDA is a GPU lib for tensor and what? No, CUDA is the underlying language for NVIDIA. I don't know what you're talking about, dog. CUDA language, you would do C++ CUDA, and that's how you take advantage of the full resources on your NVIDIA GPU. You would have to, PyTorch doesn't necessarily hit all of the APIs that the GPU lets you touch, so no, CUDA is something beyond that, sir. CUDA is NVIDIA's coding language that is designed for their GPU. It's very important to know about. But yeah, maybe I do have my CUDA kernel. Do I? AI bot, maybe? Nah, let's see, what was this one about? Yeah, here we go. I mean, I'm sure this will run. It's just, this is the Holy Grail agent. I actually don't know what architecture this is based off of. We can see. We can see. CUDA is hardware. Yeah. CUDA is, if all I know is CUDA, if you want to take advantage of new features on my Blackwell architecture, sometimes PyTorch doesn't allow you to do certain things, so you need to do a custom CUDA kernel to target certain things on the silicon level. Yeah, appreciate you guys, man. I will handle all the the people here. CUDA can be used as a lib. CUDA is NVIDIA's programming language. Like, that's at the core, that's what it really is. If you wanted to go make a super new custom sort of AI, use CUDA. You're going to use CUDA for sure. CUDA lib is, it's a Python lib that basically takes CUDA and puts it in Python. I understand what you're saying, dude. CUDA. Yes, I know CUDA. CUDA means a lot of things apparently to a lot of people. You learned CUDA lib in high school. Interesting. Yeah, CUDA's dope. Like making kernel fusions for speeding up things and just targeting. For example, I was thinking about targeting the, what is that called? Not the tensor core. Do you need it for real model training? You don't need it. You just need to use PyTorch. Honestly, I crashed my computer trying to do some new shit, but it didn't work. Tried to do some crazy recursive looping in the GPU, and it crashed in my computer. All right, I'll see you later, Jack. Go to college. Well, yeah, we appreciate you hopping in the stream, dude. We'll see you later. Okay. Wild. Okay. We're trying to optimize one now so that it doesn't take forever. I just want to see if this works. And then we can put it in the GitHub later, guys. If you want to know when I do that, join the Discord. Do you have premiums? I do. I don't have the fullest one. I have, what do I have? I have Plus. That's what it's called. I have ChatGPT Plus, Sam. Hey, what's up, Sam? I've seen you here before. What's good, dude? What's good? Yeah, I got Plus. That's really all you need. I mean, I hit it all day, every day, and I do not run into any sort of massive issues with I think the only reason you'd want the other one is so you could do this pro research grade intelligence, but that's honestly, sometimes it's overkill. Sometimes the thinking is not good. Sometimes it's overthinking. And it's not good. What's good? Okay, I've been thinking about getting Plus too. Oh yeah, dude, just get the Plus. That's gonna be one of the most important subscriptions you'll ever have is just ChatGPT, because you can literally learn anything, do anything. You could be an entrepreneur. You can figure it out. You can figure out everything. Think Gemini 3. I hope so. I hope Gemini 3 crushes, because then my abilities get better every time something just outbeats the other one, right? And look, it's pretty consistent. Every couple months there's some new thing that comes out. It's way better, and it's just like, honestly, GPT-5 is like, it's getting there where it's like almost perfect, to where it's like giving you perfect code every time. But we'll see. Every AI keeps getting better and better and better. So nothing's stopping it right now. So I can only assume my abilities will be better with the next AI, and I can do better algorithmic trading. DeepSeek fell off for sure, yeah. Quant though's on the up and up. They're doing some cool new things. Really, China's been on the open source thing. They've been doing cool stuff. Claude's good, but it's they need to I don't know, they need to make more money or something. Give us more ability to use it. Yeah, I would say both are good. Grok has the ability to like think outside the box. There is some interesting intelligence in Grok that you can use for specific things. But at the end of the day, if I get code from Grok, I'm putting it back into ChatGPT-5, and I'm like, okay, and GPT-5 will fix all the issues. Quant Encoder 3 is one of the best code. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Quen's really good. Like, honestly, I used it for a little bit. GPT-5 can, Quen it's really good. Like, you know when you get a full code file and you copy paste it in and run it one shot, you know it's good. And Quen was doing that. We're working on, we're trying to reverse engineer the alpha from this, or the edge. We're trying to reverse engineer edge from WebSocket data. We're collecting WebSocket data, and then we're going to run a script to see what math we can use to basically create a trading algorithm. makes sense. It's like, yeah, it's just like a data analysis to see what math we should be focusing on. Because when it comes to the search space for math and trading algorithms, it's unlimited. I just prefer Claude Sonnet 4. I tried 5 the other day and bleh. Bleh. Yeah, I mean, look, if people are getting good results from Claude, then you just need Claude. And if you get bad results from GPT-5, I mean, it's up to you. I mean, as long as you're using AI, you're a step ahead. All right, we're gonna see if this works. Claude's good, like it's good. Claude 4, yeah. Opus 4.1 is by far better than Sonnet. Have you played with Perplexity? Well, Google does have that AI search, so honestly, I have GPT-5 as my search engine when I search in Google. But I've heard Perplexity is decent, but I just don't have a need for it. I'm trying to learn how to do this. Wondering yeah. My WebSocket is hyperliquid.xyz. If you want it's free to use. So you can get the best data, level 2 data, for free. And here it is. There you go. If you want to mess with some good WebSocket data, there it is. Also, Binance has a free one. All the crypto exchanges offer free WebSocket data. It's the best thing ever. You pay so much money on the outside to get this sort of access. And it's just like crypto, it's like standard. It's just a standard Neil thing. Yeah. No. This is completely free, dude. The Discord is free. I don't sell anything yet. Everything's free. I'm just showing everyone what I'm doing. I'm just collecting the quant dev community. So if you're interested in this stuff, join up. Like all my stuff is free. All my live streams. Yeah. Dope, dude. Join up. We'll see you in there. Yeah. No, I know. Like I'm trying to, because this space is so scammy. I'll see these ads, be like, my trading bot. I'm like, dude, I don't believe you. And you should be skeptical going into this. That's why I'm learning all the data analysis so that I can ensure things are going right. Oh, it did work. Okay, look at that. We got the edge report, guys. Wow. So this is what we did. So I guess it's like rule number 1, OFI book sum, 300 seconds, greater than or equal to 101.2 and flips. Okay. So it's just making certain rule-based systems, and this is going to guide the AI and be like, oh, this makes sense to AI. There's quality info in there. Yeah. Let's see what, okay, you ready? Just a brand new spam. What algo, all right, let's just say what info does this tell you? Right? This is like zero context. I'm just spamming this in here. Maybe I'll just throw this in here. This might be too long for ChatGPT. Ideally, I would give it this too. Oh, it took it. Okay. All right. So this is the whole point, guys. Like all I do is I'm just trying to get a condensed version of some sort of data that's like really rich in numbers and understanding and give it to AI so he can just give me what I want. For the edge report, so it was an idea, right? I had the idea. I was like, okay, we're trying to make algorithms, but the math is unlimited. Like we need a way to focus in. And I was like, wait a minute, maybe we can just reverse engineer and then give us some sort of focus on, like, so something to just like kind of focus our ideas. So I was like, I did this at work. I was like, okay, we need to reverse engineer. I started talking to ChatGPT, like, hey, how can we reverse engineer the alpha from WebSocket data from Hyperliquid? And then we just started talking about it, and I was like, okay, take this to the next level. How can we make it more cutting edge? Keep going, and then output full code file, and then I did the iterative approach here. That's basically what you do. You're the architect. What do you want from ChatGPT? And then you just talk to it, and it'll get it there. It's kind of the whole thing. People don't realize that you're talking to something so intelligent that, like, okay, so based on my hype, hype is net bad unless you gate it. The unconditional edge is negative at all horizons. Okay, so it's bad. All right, so it thinks something's bad. So I'm going to be like, how do we make it better? Right? Okay, bottom line, absent specific microstructure conditions, the signal loses money the longer you hold. Okay. How can we extract the edge better and give us better data? So, yes, it makes sense, right? Like literally, you wouldn't even think about it, but it's like you could literally do the most sophisticated thing. If I wanted to discover a new drug, I'd be like, okay, what do I need to know about like the, protein structure? Like, tell me more about can you think about proteins in a different way? Like, how could you help me? I don't know. Like, you just need to think about how you could use your tool better. And it's, how hard is it to get a job in this field? I wouldn't know, dude. I don't know. I think it's getting much harder and harder and harder. I would say this is the coolest entrepreneurial thing you can do is like with coding, with AI. I know, dude. Because look, to get a job in quant dev, you're competing with, not only you're competing with the best quant in the world right here, GPT-5, you're competing, yeah. I mean, yeah. Look, I'm not going to say it's not impossible, but it's really difficult because everyone wants a quant job or a software engineering job because they pay the most. So jobs are changing, dude. It's unfortunately, a lot of those job postings are just fake. And they're just like, yeah, I know. But you can do some cool entrepreneurial stuff. How many algos do you make a day? I can make like 100 algos in a day. Like, it's very easy. If they're going to be profitable or not, you never know. You have to test them. So the whole thing is you need to have this sort of internal tools. You need to have the backtest. You need to have the live paper trade. You need to have the data analysis tools, right? I can make algos all day. I can come up with unlimited algo ideas with ChatGPT-5. So the thing is you need to have these sort of internal tools to help you understand, oh, is it really going to be profitable? Okay, then you can kind of narrow it down because the search, how many do you push to production a month? Okay, so well, we haven't pushed any to production yet. Okay, I've done a bunch of paper trading, and we're trying to push for like the best of the best here. So I'm sure this code that I shared on GitHub could be profitable, like the trading algo, if you spun it up, could be profitable because it showed like 70% hit rate, but you would need to tune it for beyond what it was tuned for because it was like kind of like trading within 10 seconds or something. But that's the whole thing. To push to production, we're making the tools right now for that pipeline. We're making the quant dev pipeline right now. So we need to do a lot of data analysis, a lot of testing. It's not just push the thing. I mean, I could just be pushing things live all the time. It doesn't replace me because it won't do it on its own unless I tell it to do it. So I have to tell it, yes, eventually AI is going to replace everything. But right now, it's my tool, and it only does what I want it to do. So it's perfect. So yeah. ML and it does not originate. Yeah. You need to give it thoughts, or you need to guide it. And currently we're in full control of the AI. Like, have a final run coming. Have a profitable trading algorithm running. That sounds pretty impressive. Where can you get free data for backtesting? You can pull Hyperliquid's AWS S3 bucket. You have to pay for the data transfer, which costs pennies. You can pull from Hyperliquid's S3 bucket for order book and tick level data, essentially for free. How can I use end-to-end? No. You could use Python to do that. I'm interested in using Python to do that, not NaN. You would have to get connection to an API, and then once you have the API connection, then you can probably come up with some script. But I'm sure there's like a million pre-made things that do that. I feel like you can schedule posts with TikTok themselves. And I feel like this is just a standard feature in social media. But having a hard time downloading a Docker app. Yeah, Docker. Horses replaced our cars. Yes, they were. Hyperliquid.xyz. So this is the exchange, and they offer all sorts of great things. What's a smart pointer, Mr. Quant? I don't know. Octomont. We're just doing some data analysis here, dude. We're not talking about pointers. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're using Python here. If that's, we don't need to high frequency trade, so we're just not. But we'll use CUDA. CUDA uses C++. I'm pretty sure. So I've used CUDA before. Do you feel like you need to have a high level of intelligence to get good at AI? Yes, you're going to need to understand that. You're going to need to understand what you want from it and understand kind of how to do it. I don't even need a high level intelligence, but you need non-brain rot. Because if someone talks to GPT-5, gets a bad answer, and then immediately thinks, oh, it's a bad AI, yeah. You could do it. Like, you can get better. You just need to prompt it. Most of Python is just a wrapper. Oh, okay. Yeah, the C is like the underlying. Yeah, I use Polars. Which is like Rust-based Python thing. Yeah, we're gonna redo this script to get better data. It was way too noisy, apparently. The collector. The collector is here. Have you used Blotato? I haven't heard of it. I don't use many third party. You gotta understand, I'm doing everything super non-third party. Like, we're doing everything custom. We're doing everything super budget. That's why we're on Hyperliquid. The data's free. Everything's free. Besides ChatGPT-5, that's the only thing you pay for. Yeah, we're not third party. Like, we don't want to get caught up in any third party. We want to do everything ourselves. Like, if something's going to make my life easier, I'm not really going to pay for that because it helps me to learn the bugs. Yeah, free is the best, dude. So Hyperliquid, basically free historical data. That's why I'm using it. And you can use futures. You can trade with leverage. Yeah. You get a lot of these things that just like you get caught up in the ecosystem, and it's like it limits you big time. Big time. We'll get this data output here, and then let's see. So the data we're collecting is too noisy, apparently. To get a good, we're gonna cancel that. Too noisy, and I believe it. That looks pretty noisy to me. Quant Connect? No. Quant Dev. No. We're not associated with Quant Connect. I feel like, well, we connect the quants in a Discord and on here. So do you automate technical strategy or pull data to spot inefficiencies? So that's a loaded thing. Are you a quant? We're quant dev. Do you automate technical? So we're doing it all. Like, technicals are part of the strategy, and we're also using the technicals to spot inefficiencies like order flow and balance. So we're using it all. Like, there's so many layers to an algorithm. I'm not a corporate quant. What do I'm in the Air Force. I do biomed. I'm a BMet, biomedical equipment technician in the Air Force. I'm a hobbyist quant dev currently. but we're going the entrepreneurial quant dev route. So, and I'm documenting everything. So I'm building the community of quant devs. Yes, yeah, appreciate it, Cats. Yeah, I'm in the military and I'm getting out in December. So I'm trying to make something for myself when I get out. So we do this. We do this after work, after serving the country. I learned to code through AI. I don't actually code in the traditional sense. We vibe code. So we use AI to give us a code. For example, I didn't write all this code. It just gave me this entire code file and this code file. So, oh, hell yeah, bro. What's up, Marine? That's what's up. Yeah. So by reading algorithms, you mean trading via... So when I say algorithm, actually you can trade anything that has what's called order book data and tick level data or trade data. So it's these two things that I'm necessarily just looking for. What kind of computer do you have? I have a desktop PC with like NVIDIA 5070 Ti. I have a CPU and GPU, NVIDIA 5070 Ti, and AMD 9600 something. Do you think not knowing how to code on your own will hold you back? It's only going to hold you back if you're trying to go to corporate level. Actually, it's actually freeing when you remove yourself from, oh, I have to know everything. You can move way quicker and actually learn so much more in a broader sense. It's actually you can just do so much more. CPU doesn't really matter for this kind of work. No, when you're doing the data analysis aspect, it does matter. Like when you're trying to read a billion rows of order book data and trying to backtest on it, the CPU is going to get heavily used. Yeah. Oh, you can't even do ML on CPU. I would just cut it off. You can do ML, but you're literally using like the smallest brain of the AI, right? You need the GPU to parallelize that. It's like that's what made it. I'm a software engineer and had an intern using an AI. Oh, okay, well he wasn't doing it right. Yeah, when you go in, he didn't know how to fix it exactly. Yeah, but what year was that? Because it got real good. So maybe he's doing the same thing. He's just using AI, but it's gotten better. I would do the same thing. This year, okay. Bad prompts probably. Exactly. He's probably using Claude or something, thinking he's like hot shit. No, I don't know. The thing is, when you are coding in such a large code base, I rely on having my entire code base in GPT-5's context. Yeah, I have tried training a neural net. I've trained many neural nets. My last one was an echo state network and a liquid neural network. I've done a lot of AI stuff. I tried custom CUDA kernels. I'm very well versed in the PyTorch land. We will get into the neural network soon, but we need a baseline for when we get over there, right? We want the traditional CPU-based math, and then we'll go on to AI and like compare the two. So does it do well? Yeah. No. So the problem I was trying to do online learning, like meta reinforcement learning stuff. I was trying to just have it learn on its own, just like live data. The thing is, you need to train an AI in like multiverse style training, and I've ran into some issues. I'm running into issues. What tool did you say you're using to calculate if you had a positive edge? We're just using this one.py file. So what we do is we do run, and we're going to collect data and do some specific feature engineering here, and then we're going to use one.py, completely custom, designed to extract the edge from that CSV file that I showed you. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's the whole thing. Like once you get sophisticated enough, you can do workarounds, you can do custom things. It's great. It's freeing, right? Like AI can let you do anything. If you want to just use CPU for ML, you can, 100%. But you're not gonna get the most intelligent thing, but you can definitely run it. Not to say you couldn't do it. if you, yeah, Eric, yeah, it's just this custom script here. This is going to be the new one. Apparently it wasn't working properly. Here's one. So we'll try it again here. We'll try python run.py, enter, and we're going to collect some data here. Interesting, I spent an entire evening setting up interactive works. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, so I would just get on AI and be like, hey, why am I having an issue? Where is the issue? Are we using the right? If you're using Python, GPT finally recommended your site? Huh. Did it? Yeah, it's dumb as fuck. I have to cluster things because if I separate it all. Yeah, you need a way to just give it the entire context. The thing is, like, the way I'm using AI is like the most optimal, like having small little projects like this. Now, if you have over 400,000 lines of context and code, then GPT-5 is going to absolutely fail. But there's probably ways to condense that code-based knowledge into smaller chunks. So you can do knowledge compression techniques. Yeah, I've used Windsurf. I don't do agentic. No agentic. Agentic is where you'll see all the people having issues. They will have the issues. All right, let's see if this is working. Okay, we're getting some data here. Let's just make sure. Nah, knowledge compression blows. No one figured it out yet. Well, so I'm just thinking like web dev or something, but there's probably ways where it's like there's separate code nodes and they all kind of connect to each other. So if you want to, there's probably a way to do it. There's probably a way to deal with large projects in a way where you can get the full context into GPT-5. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I don't need to do that because I don't have that big of code. But what you're doing is agentic. No, but I am the prompter though. I'm leading it. I know what I'm doing is agentic in a sense that I'm the agent. But you understand that when you do agentic coding, it's prompting itself and it's leading itself down the wrong way sometimes. And you need to be there at every step if you want to get really good results. That's kind of my thing. Okay, yep, this looks good. Matches the V3 screen. Okay. Teeny polish, round ticks. Okay. Yes, full. Usually can't though. Well, yeah. Well, either way, I'm doing things like my own way. So I have my little context grabber, which gives me the entire code base in this little file here. I could easily copy paste, ensure that AI always knows my entire coding project in its context. That's kind of like how I do it, right? You give it the whole context and you write your prompt up here. So it's like you say what you want and give it the whole code context. What AI is best coding? NinjaTrader? I could probably make a lot of money doing some NinjaTrader coding. And C#. Rhythmic, are you using Rhythmic? If you want to build anything valuable, I highly recommend learning. Yeah. Oh. Without AI? No, but Katz, you got to understand, if I were to stop my progress and go back to a traditional way, I'm going to get lapped, right? I'm just going to get overlapped, right? I can do so much right now. I'm so proficient. I can literally do the most sophisticated things any coder can do right now. Yeah, Rhythmic, okay, I hear you. If I were to stop to go learn it traditionally, then I would just be regressing in progress. And actually, I'm exponentially making progress right now. You're gonna build something that you can't fix. Yeah, I know what you're hearing, but actually I have workarounds for all that. I have never hit a roadblock that I couldn't fix. People aren't thinking, I know how to use my tool properly. People are hitting like web dev stuff because the syntax is old and all these weird, obscure things in web dev. You have to let me know because in Python, I've never run into roadblocks. Manually copy files in context. Oh, okay. Well, look, manually is literally I click this one button and then I have the thing here and I copy and paste. It's so simple. Work in industry and I see real concepts. I appreciate Cats. Yeah, I know. But that's why I'm not corporate. There's no corporate here. We do what we want to do. They're having issues because you're corporate. Which AI do I recommend? I use ChatGPT 5. I use all of them, but I mean, I test out every single AI, and I've come to the conclusion GPT-5 is the best one. Copilot is corporate. Yeah, that's why I don't use Copilot. We barely hit this here. Before I had to use this a lot because O3 would not give me the full code file. There was an issue. All the Roblox. How much experience do you have in quant dev? I'm fairly experienced, but I'm not corporate. I know a lot about trading algorithms and data analysis and all that stuff, but everything from data ingestion to outputting an order. Oh yeah, we were going to look at Rhythmic, and that guy was waiting for it. Rhythmic, NinjaTrader Rhythmic API code. How much? Yeah, I got some good experience. You could pick my brain. All right, so it's C#. I don't like how they make it C#, but it's okay. We could work around this. We can do this. To connect NinjaTrader Rhythmic via Rhythmic API, you need to use rhythmic.net. It's a .net, interesting. Below is a basic example of how you might structure and integrate using Rhythmic API as soon as you have access to Rhythmic SDK and credentials. Okay. How much does Rhythmic cost? Why do you use AI? Don't you think that's a security issue? Absolutely not. We're not doing web dev stuff. And if I was doing web dev stuff, before I launched my project, I would make sure to do a prompt saying, is my project secure? With the whole context of the project in ChatGPT's knowledge. So it could look at the entire thing and make sure it's secure. So, you are a chill dude. So good of your guys. I appreciate it, Killmonger. Yeah, we're here, just out here TikToking, dog. TikTok Quant Devin. We're TikTok Quant Devin here. But yeah, Rhythmic, dude, you can make a lot of money doing Rhythmic stuff. If you can, I don't feel like it's worth my time. It would be if I could earn some money, but Rhythmic, people love Rhythmic. And they love NinjaTrader for some reason. I'm coding an order flow indicator. Yeah, order flow, OFI, dude, for sure. And it's slow with generating code, really. Well, it's slow with generating code, but that code you get is going to be next level. Okay? You ready? We're about to run this code. Make sure. So we're going to cancel that. We are going to delete this. Yeah, order flow imbalance is going to be your biggest edge, dude. That thing has never decayed in 10 years. So it's one of the greatest forever edges that has ever existed. Python run. Okay, we're going to collect the data, and then we're going to see what we can do here. We're going to go Rhythmic. We're going to dive deeper into Rhythmic. How sophisticated can we get with Rhythmic and trading algo? What's the latency in trading and fees? So we need to know this. Okay, here's a breakdown of Rhythmic trading algorithm, including latency, fees. Okay, get Rhythmic credentials. Sign up for Rhythmic enable broker. Oh, okay, so there's other Rhythmic things. You don't actually just need NinjaTrader. Okay. Oh, look at this. Hold up. Guys, you can use Python with Rhythmic. You don't need to do C#. This is a breakthrough. This means you could do really good stuff. Okay. API, okay, this is all looking very quick. Execution is under 100, I'm coding, okay, yeah. Rhythmic fees, okay. So this will crush you. This will crush your trading algo. Yeah, so if you can use Python for Rhythmic, then I don't know if you're allowed to use Python Rhythmic NinjaTrader. Maybe you have to, but If you could go Rhythmic, Python, something else, that lets you use Python. So yeah, that's pretty quick. That is gonna be an issue. So you're gonna need to trade some size. $1.50 every time you hit it. Oof, that's not cheap. I can do that for essentially way less. CME is just like a monthly fee. API access included with account. Interesting. Okay. Look, I think that's doable. Hey man, any recommendations for learning what you're doing? Yeah, go ahead and follow me, and I just share everything for free. You could go back to my previous live streams on YouTube, and I'll start doing more like those traditional, like walk you through from zero to quant dev style videos to kind of get people up to speed. But at the end of the day, I'm just using AI, getting code, and I'm guiding AI to do what I want. That's at the end of the day, that's really what I'm doing. If you can learn to use ChatGPT 5, for example, to do what you want, then you can easily do what I'm doing. There's nothing special here. Yeah. So I've been running this data for a little bit, guys. So it is getting late. I'm gonna just see if we can get a decent algo here real quick. Let's just grab some data real quick. There's some nans in there. I'm not sure if that's good. So we're gonna do that. Ooh, oh, whoa, whoa. Okay. I'll do some of that. And yeah, using AI is gonna be your tool. Use the tools we have. So don't slow down your progress. You can go from 0 to 1 million so quickly when it comes to just like doing something. If I were to traditionally learn what I'm doing here, it would take decades, and I would never, any courses? No, nothing is gonna teach you this. You're gonna see me doing it at the highest level on those live streams on my YouTube channel, which is just my name. You'll just see how I do it, right? This is an alpha extractor or an edge extractor. So this is going to narrow down what math we're gonna need to use in order to trade this asset profitably. If you just watch me doing this, it's pretty simple stuff, but you do need to immerse yourself in the quant dev space and understand all the lingo, understand like your latencies and all the sort of constraints that you would need to know. I've been doing custom indicators in ThinkScript. Cool, dude, cool, dope. Yeah, we're using a bunch of different custom indicators. Okay. So it just kind of immediately knows what to fix there. We'll keep iterating here. We'll close that out. Clearly it messed up something. Quant V? Quant Dev. Jackson. Quant V. I don't know what Quant V is. Hey, appreciate the follow. Yeah, so in theory, the script is going to give us like rules, like rule 1, rule 2, or like some rules to follow for when it comes to trading these sort of time frames. What you doing? Yeah, we're reverse engineering the math we would need to use to like trade these this specific asset here, or basically any asset. We're trying to reverse engineer its Websocket data. So we're collecting a bunch of data, we're running a data analysis script, and it's coming out with these this sort of file here, and it's like rule 1, rule 2. There's different rules here that will guide the math that we can use to trade this asset. So we're trying to narrow down the infinite search space in math when it comes to trading algorithm. So we're just trying to narrow that down by looking at like, oh, this is working. Oh, we've seen this edge here. This edge is this, and so yeah, we're just doing things. Appreciate the follow, guys. Where did you learn this? I learned everything from ChatGPT or AI. I learned everything just by prompting AI and having a passion for this subject. How often does the model trade on backtest? We haven't backtested
We haven't back tested this because this is a data analysis script. We're just trying to reverse engineer the WebSocket data. Options Scout, when we start launching production level things, we'll have all the data out. Like it'll be fully open. Like we'll release the Sharp, the trades, the back test, everything. We're designing the pipeline for algorithmic development. Does this work better on stocks? So at the end of the day, the math we are looking at will work on order book and trade level data. So stocks, futures, commodities, everything, Forex uses an order book and trades. And my math is designed to just look at that. So it'll work on anything. So, but obviously each asset is slightly different. And I'm specifically tuning for this one, right? So if I were to make, whatever algo I make I'm not gonna trust it trading Ethereum or whatever. Like I'm gonna test it on it, but at the end of the day, I'm just focusing on this asset. Because the more narrow and focused you are on one single thing, you can do it better. Because each one has their, yes, my YouTube channel, I got you. It's my name, I think it's just Dylan Siegel. Yeah, at Dylan.Siegel here. So, yeah, you can see all my live streams here. I've done I started 2 weeks ago, guys, live streaming. I'm up to 186 subscribers. I have like barely one video. I have a video that says how to make, I don't know. I'm trying to make more content, but the live streaming is honestly, do you know about options, Omega? I know about the Greeks in options, if you're talking about specifically just Omega and the Greeks. But yeah, I haven't gotten into options trading too crazily just yet. We'll move into that space, right? I need to prove myself. Wait, do you know what? Oh, no. No, I don't trust any third-party platform to run any of the data that I would have. I do everything fully custom, right? I don't trust anyone else's data. Everyone else is not doing it as sophisticated as you could. There's always because it's always limited. You're only using K-line data. I'm using high-frequency data. How long did it take you to learn most of this? You could realistically, if you're really dedicated, do this in a week. You could get to where I'm at in a week because I just showed you everything on my YouTube channel. You could literally look at my lives and see what I'm doing. I'm just talking to AI in a certain way, very focused, hyper-focused, knowing my constraints. 1 minute prices. Yeah. The 1 minute K-line chart is not going to help you. Well, it will help you in certain strategies, but that's a fundamental constraint. If I only have 1 minute K-line data, then there's no order book data, there's no tick level data. Where am I going to get my order flow and balance and look at all this? Yep. So fundamentally, yeah, of course, dude. Yeah, fundamentally, you need to understand that most platforms are limiting you because it's so difficult to actually run a backtest on high frequency data. You need all this custom software. You need all this stuff. It's tough. It's tough out there. It's tough in the quant streets, right? Because, do you think I can start myself? I don't write any of the code. By the way, I literally just told ChatGPT, give me the full code file, and that was it. And it gave me this entire code, and we're now collecting data. So I don't know the syntax of Python either. So you gotta understand, what's the accuracy right now? We're trying to see if this is accurate. If you're talking about the data, I was told Quant connect. No, just do Python and just connect to like some free data source and start doing data analysis. I got my data from hyperliquid.xyz. Accuracy right now is we're not there yet, Pistador. We backed off from the paper trade to narrow our space. Where do you get the data from? Yeah, I told you, hyperliquid.xyz, which is the crypto exchange, and they offer. No, this is cryptos. You're only going to find free data in the crypto space. If you want to trade stocks
If you want to do all that, you're gonna have to pay tons of money to get access to the good L2 data. And you need to be pretty sophisticated in that context to know what you're doing in order to get the max value, because it's very expensive. This is free. You get free L2 data, and then you can download data from their S3 bucket. So let's run Python 1.py and see what's going on here. Yeah, there's something wrong. All right. We need to review this here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're kind of doing. We're trying to reverse engineer. Wait. It's really expensive if you're just starting out. Exactly. If you have to server to run the scripts on and a broker. Yeah. You don't have to have that. You can just have your computer running it. I mean, just have a desktop PC connected to Ethernet and you can run a bot. I'd love to build a system that backtest strategies and calls through like minor defined trades. Yeah. Yeah, like reverse engineering or just like running algorithms on a backtest. It's cool stuff, dude. It's like one of the most interesting things you can do with software right now, I think, is like the quant dev space. Because fundamentally, it's difficult. Like there's a reason why it's very hard to find something profitable, because you have so many constraints that you're battling. Latency, big institutions, manipulation. Like you're it's an uphill battle. But if you fundamentally have a better strategy, you'll win. And that's like the fun part. Like it's all about finding the new edge. Does your system do that? My system will. I'm eventually going to have the backtest, yes, but I'm still cleaning the Hyperliquid data. It's pretty difficult to work with. It takes a minute. It's a very large data set, but yes, I'm going to have the backtest. I'm going to have this alpha, this reverse engineering script. I'm going to have so many different little scripts that all accumulate to a production level trading bot. So. To be state of the art. What? Wishing you success. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Yeah. Yeah, one day maybe I'll be with the Jim Cramer on there. Making algos. Cool. I don't know if it's getting late, guys. We're gonna have to cut it off, dude. I have work in the morning. You guys forget. Poser, what's up, man? Do you need? I can answer your question before I go to sleep. Reverse Cramer indicator, yeah. MACD for signal? No. It's way more than MACD, dude. Way more. We're doing so much more. Is he's calling me a poser, or was it question mark? Your name is Poser. I'm confused. Did you see the fun? Yeah, I believe it, because trust me, you know how many times you could just reverse whatever Kramer said and made money? I've not seen the fund on it, but I believe it. The dude's making some crazy calls. And then things get... The thing is, like, the institutions know, they like, when Kramer does it, like the retail's gonna follow in. It's just like liquidity for them, and then they just fucking dump it. I only do multi-time frame. Okay. There's some... Yeah, multi-time frame's cool. Like 1 minute to daily to weekly.
with K-line charts. You hear me saying? Okay, so we're gonna add some things here. Oh my, yeah, I need to go to sleep, LT. Honestly, I don't know what's going on right now. I'm out of it. We got the boss in the chat. I'm be so sleepy in the morning. Can't do my job. But look, LT, we got almost 30,000 likes. 43 people are here apparently. I don't see them. Yeah, welcome to the night crew is honestly hopping at plus 88 new followers, 3,000 views. Guys, we're crushing the quant dev community. I have some gifts, dude. Honestly, I didn't even think about that. I have this heart thing. I have the TikTok ×9. Just got to the gym. Bro, what are you doing this late at the gym? Oh my God. I got 5 roses, dude. I made 20 cents tonight, guys. That's crazy. You and Wonder with that late gym sesh, crazy. All right, we need output. He ain't here. He probably left. Okay. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna cut it. I'm not even going to run it. I'm just gonna take this next output, and then we'll start tomorrow here, so that, yeah, we're gonna reverse engineer the edge. Okay. I'm gonna reverse engineer it, and we're gonna figure it out. Okay. It's a constant research battle. Who could do the best research to get the best math? All right, we got it loading. ChatGPT is working. Buy more ULTY. Is this meme coin? ULTY. What is it, Clean? What is it? Is it pump fun? Are we pump and dumping? No, Crow. Should we just hop on pump and dump right now? Or is this an ETF? What do I do as a quant? Well, I'm just doing what you see here, sir. I don't actually work in the quant corporate level. I'm a quant entrepreneur. So we make trading algorithms, but we design, like we have the whole pipeline. Backtest, research, algorithmic development strategy-wise, like we do it all. Okay, so here it is. Buy more of this apparently, but not financial advice. Yield max ultra option income strategy, ETF. Oh geez, you want to short this, dude? What are we doing here? Short this, short it. Short it. What? Why would anyone buy this? This looks horrible. Unless you're shorting it. Don't long this. This looks like this is a continual dump. What is that? I have multiple. Oh, okay. Oh. Are you talking about tricky trick? Are you talking about like a trading algorithm? Like targeting like 30 seconds, targeting like 1 minute trades? Okay, I appreciate LT. You got me there. You worked out your that finger. That tap the like button. Yeah, okay, we're done with ULTY. I have no idea what that was. That didn't look good. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not corporate quant. No corporate quant would be doing what I'm doing. You would be barred. You'd be shamed. They would be like, shame, you're on TikTok Live exposing the strategies. Shame. Yeah, so unfortunately, but I'm doing things at a fairly high level here. We're not, this ain't, we're not just, doing nothing. But we're doing something here.
We're trying to alpha extract. Okay. When is this gonna be done? But we're close. We're close to cutting it off. Guys, we appreciate you, everyone being here. Like, just, you know, honestly, it's legit. Every day, I've been live almost every day for like 2 weeks. And the TikTok has grown a lot. The YouTube is slow, but I need to put more like, you know, more effort into the main. I have like a couple shorts that are okay. That one was good. Bam, live right now, just one person watching. Okay, YouTube, I'm shutting YouTube down here.